And we are live here in Green River for a Week 1 matchup between the Green River Wolves and your Lander Valley Tigers to kick off this season. Thank you guys for tuning in to this broadcast, however you may be tuning in. If it's live on KOVE 1330 AM, 107.7 FM, or streaming again on our YouTube channel and Facebook page, as we get, again, so excited for the new season as we get to cover the Lander Tigers throughout the year. We're again back on video for the first time. We're actually starting video for the first time this season, and can't thank you guys enough. As again, Week 1, this one officially counts as, again, the Lander Tigers were hosting a preseason scrimmage against Pinedale. It was more of a situational football game between the two ball clubs, and Lander put up 54 points and gave up absolutely nothing. I mean, their defense really came to show in this one. Let's give a shout out to Wind River Internet. The video stream is made possible by Wind River Internet. They bring you today's live stream of Lander Tiger football. Also, Porter's Tailgate Show, that nice graphic made there by Amanda Goddard. Shout out to her. As Porter Supply and Company in Riverton is a proud sponsor of LVHS Athletics this season, and I want to remind you that the beautiful weather we have right now is not going to be here forever. So make sure you guys stop in at Porter's to heat your home with wood, gas, or pellet stove this winter. That's Porter's on North Federal in Riverton and online at portersmvs.com. As we did get to see the coin toss, it was won by Green River, and if I'm not mistaken, they elected to receive in this one. So we'll see Green River start their game on the offensive side. So we'll get to see that Lander defense that showed really good stuff at the Pinedale scrimmage. Again, I mean, just a great showing on that one. As you can see, the team just warming up here. Green River has went back to their locker room. We're not at the high school. We're at Lincoln Middle School in Green River. That's where their stadium is located. They do have a football field, but this is where all the stands are and everything like that. KOV, again, your home of Lander Tiger football this season. And we'll have coverage of Lander football, Lander basketball, and we'll have more coverage of sports as the year gets on. Let's talk about these Lander Tigers. They are heading into the season after going 4-5 last year. They would win their first game. Coincidentally, it was against Green River, and they're going to lose they would go to lose 4 of their 5 games to start the season. They would win their last 3 to clinch a number 2 seed in the playoffs. In the 3A playoffs, they would get met by Star Valley. Their season would come to an end in the first round, as the Tigers have been able to make the playoffs. They just haven't been able to advance as the season has gone on. As Green River, we'll go to them real quick, just kind of giving a preview of what they're kind of in. They were 0-8 last year, their first non-winning season since 1976. They'll look for their first 3-win season since 2018. Their last state championship won in 2004, as they were also in the state championship in 2015 when they fell to Star Valley 31-15. And going back to the Tigers, this has been a while for the Tigers since they made their last state championship. They won their last one in 1948. Their last appearance was in 2004 against Buffalo when they fell 31-10. In that one, they lost in the first round again last year against Star Valley with a final of 31-10. As the Tigers in their last under John Scott, they've gone 21-15 since 2018, as they would go 4-5 last year, like we mentioned, 3-2 in conference play. In 2020, they would go 6-3, 4-1 in conference play. They would go 7-2 in 2019, 5-0 in conference play. And then again, 2018, they would also go 4-5, 3-2 in conference play. As again, Tigers looking to get out of the first round. They would like to make another. They would like to make a run at this, as they got an experienced crew here. We're going to step aside for our first time out. When we come back, I talked with head coach John Scott. We'll step aside for that and give you guys a state update. We'll actually do that first for you guys, and we'll be back after this.
Lander Community supports the Lander Valley High School Tigers, and Altitude Interiors on Main Street is no exception. Altitude Interiors is Lander's expert in flooring, window coverings, cabinets, and more. The inside of your home is like a team jersey. Every so often, you just need a redesign. The team at Altitude has the best playbook in town and can help you with your projects from start to finish and make sure you get the look and feel of your dreams. Altitude Interiors supports Tiger football, and they're here for you too at 333 Main in Lander.
Tires, and more tires. Bailey Tire and Auto Service offers a huge selection, great prices, and fantastic service.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, this is Haley. With over 13,000 tires to choose, Bailey has tires for your ATV, farm implement, car, truck, trailer, semi, lawnmower, wheelbarrow, you name it. If it has a tire, Bailey Tire and Auto Service can fix it or replace it. Bailey Tire and Auto Service is your one-stop complete tire and service shop. Just remember, with Bailey's, there's no tricks, just tires.
Creek Rental Service in Lander is a proud supporter of sports and athletics here in Fremont County. Baldwin Creek Rental Center understands how expensive specific equipment can be, especially if it is for a one-time use or event. That is why they offer tools, equipment, and party supply rentals. For many years, Baldwin Creek has provided services to clients in Lander and the surrounding areas. From lawn and garden projects to graduation parties, they have the right equipment for you. Baldwin Creek Rental Centers, 675 Baldwin Creek Road in Lander.
Central Wyoming College has a new Bachelor of Applied Science degree in Early Childhood Education.
Being a teacher has always been a dream of mine.
This degree combines the academic, assessment, and classroom management content that students need to be successful in the classroom. Gain knowledge in how young children grow and develop physically and cognitively, and guide them to social and emotional development.
What I really like about the education program here at CWC is that we get a lot of classroom experience.
Make your way at CWC.
Local. Try it on, save time and money on returns, and get advice in person at Bells & Bows. Our business is your best local source for quality clothing like Liverpool and keeping your look fresh every month with our new collections bag. These monthly collections bags feature anything you can imagine yourself in, and the best part is we will ship it everywhere. But if you live locally, we can drop it off right at your doorstep. Bells & Bows, your local solution to keeping you looking stylish for anything that comes your way. Stop in today at 309 East Main Street in Riverton or visit us online at bellsandbows.rocks.
Your home for the Tigers all season long is KOVE 1330 AM and 107.7 FM.
Back here on KOVE 1330 AM, 107.7 FM, also online at county10.com, here with Coach John Scott. And just, what did you notice in that scrimmage that were some positives that you took away from that?
First thing off was, that we had, I thought, good energy. I think that's what when we broke down film, we put on the board, our improvement areas. But one thing that we thought was right from the get-go is that we had energy and effort, and we didn't have to come back on Monday and rejuvenate. So we really liked that and thought that was a positive for us to continue to build on.
Yeah, I thought the running game, at least with Pinedale, you guys were able to make holes, a couple holding penalties, but Pasquinelli showed like he can get around the corner. He put up over 100 yards in the scrimmage, and passing was good too. So just talk about those aspects of the game for the offense.
We wanted to have, an inside or an outside presence, using some of the jet motion stuff, to get Matisse and Gabe the ball on the perimeter, and at the same time, that develop Jack, like we've kind of done all summer and even last spring in camp, as being, that keep honest back. Can you do what you have to do on the inside that they just can't bail? So it can be a good combination of things. And so we did get to the perimeter, and we were able to, at the same time, when they got out of position or just started to guess a little bit, Jack was really solid up front. and it took some of the pressure, off the line. We had a fairly young line out there, and that's going to be kind of our case all year long, and not to put them in the position, where they just got to kind of push everybody around, but we can use the backfield actions, and I thought that went well. Brennan, again, getting enough time on some of that to get the ball out. He got some decent, passes out to Gabe. We know that Matisse can be a factor in that pass game. We got to get both those guys and Jack the same amount of touches, and then continue to work to get our outside receivers. Evan Stephenson, I think is a kid that can emerge, for us out there, in the pass game, and Joel Beaver, same way. If we can get them involved, it's going to take a little off those other guys.
Yeah, and just kind of going forward now to this week, since this is it's officially the first game of the year, just
they simplified some things to do it more effective. Kept this quarterback under center. He's a very mobile kid, but didn't shoot themselves in the foot, with things they couldn't handle, and they really played, downhill, and then defensively, again, got a lot of veteran kids, and they're playing a very, very multiple 3-5 defense with one or two guys blitzing from different places to try to really confuse you and to get guys coming unblocked. And it's a defense that you just can't. Well, it's this one this time. Maybe it's going to be that one. You don't know. You got to react as you're going, and it's going to take a real, for us to be, patient, trust your steps, trust your track that you're on, and not go out there and stop and then be looking for guys. You got to take what comes to you, and hopefully our backs, stay in their lane, stay in their push, and it brings the defense to us, and we've got to be in the position then to create a crack for Jack and let him go.
Yeah, that kind of leads into my next question, X factor, difference maker. Ultimately, what is going to help you guys prevail in week 1 to go 1-0?
We got to not get flustered, maintain some patience and doing that while not letting your duffer get down. They're going to get their plays. They're going to get their plays. It's just how do we handle that? Again, with freshmen and a few sophomores, in their first real varsity game. I think that's the advantage that Green River's got as well. They bit off a little more than you could chew playing Uinta, who had 2 games in and is a Star Valley type team out of Vernal, Utah. They've had great, and I think Green River found that, wow, that was a lot, but we're better for it than maybe what we're coming out of, where, Pinedale probably didn't offer us the competitive level that we really needed to see in getting ready for a 3A opponent.
Perfect, Coach. Anything else I left out, or anything?
No, I think you've covered it all, and we're just looking for tonight something that we can get and come back and build on, and not have to take a step backwards.
Perfect, Coach. Best of luck tonight, and hopefully we'll talk to you after the post game.
Okay, thank you.
Awesome. We'll be back here on KOVE 1330 AM, 107.7 FM, and online at our YouTube channel.
John Shade, your Edward Jones financial advisor. Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement of our young athletes from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of the Lander Tigers on KOVE. Call John Shade or stop by my office at 824 West Main Street for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member
Therapy Group has been a proud supporter of Wyoming athletics for more than 25 years. Locally owned by therapists, Fremont values commitment to professionalism and community. With specialized training and one-on-one service, they get you back to doing what you love. Whether you need rehab for an injury from a sports-certified specialist or therapy from the only certified hand therapist in Fremont County. With 6 locations in Western Wyoming, they provide aquatic therapy, dry needling, and women's health therapy. To find out more about Fremont Therapy Group or schedule an appointment, go to fremonttherapy.com.
Campbell's of Lander offers unbeatable value and unbeatable selection. Campbell's is committed to bringing you the top name brand furniture, mattresses, appliances, all at extremely low prices. From the sale to delivery to installation and service, their goal is to meet and exceed all customer needs. Plus, work with you to find a product that fits your budget and lifestyle. Stop in today and browse all of the new inventory that has recently become available. Campbell's, turn around, shop in town. 420 Main Street, Lander.
We're back here on KOVE 1330 AM 107.7 FM, streaming online on our County 10 YouTube channel as Jared Anderson at the studio giving us an update. We'll see what.
Guys, thanks very much. Week 1 of the Fremont County high school football season opened up last night. Wind River and Shoshone both in action. Cougars would start the season 1-0 with a road win at Saratoga, 46-14. The defending champion Shoshone Wranglers lost to the only team that beat them last year, Pine Bluffs, 34-26. St. Stephen's played Lingle Fort Laramie earlier this afternoon. They were blanked 70-0. Wyoming Indian currently in action at Guernsey Sunrise. We'll keep you up to date with some county scores and some other games across the state going on. Back to you.
Thanks to Jared for that update as both teams are getting introduced here. And speaking of it being introduced, let's take a look at your starting lineup brought to you by Powell Pharmacy. Wanted to give a shout out to them as Pharmacy is locally owned in Lander and locally loved. Palace Pharmacy combines high-quality products with personalized care. Their knowledgeable staff is happy to help you with any questions you may have. We strive to help you reach out with those wellness goals. So your starting defense is going to look like this. Evan Stevenson playing cornerback. We got Joel Beaver also playing quarterback, a senior. Jack Pescanelli playing that outside linebacker position. Brendan Stauffenberg playing that free safety position. Gabe Harris also taking that defensive end area. As, again, we got all these lineups here. Caden Brown, a linebacker. Matisse Weaver on the defensive end. Rope Glick, who is playing outside linebacker. Jesse Dollard, the defensive tackle. Zanim Gabrielis, a junior middle linebacker. And Wesley Downs, a sophomore, playing defensive tackle as we get ready for the national anthem. Give a shout out to the Green River High School band for playing that national anthem as we get set here for week 1, the official week 1 of the 2022 Class 3A football season as fireworks are lighting off. We are ready to go in this one. Again, it should be Green River receiving, unless I mistakenly got it wrong, but if I heard that correctly, it should be Green River with the football to start things off in this one. Lander again playing their defense. Yeah, this one as we get, again, so excited for this 2022 season. And I'm sure everybody tuned in is also getting excited too, as we give credit to County 10 for allowing us to do this video stream, and also Wind River Internet also providing the live stream for us, and all of our sponsors. We can't thank them enough. As Riverton taking on Cody, we have that live stream as well on our YouTube. If you're one of those people that goes back and forth, So that is, I am correct. It will be Green River football to start the season off officially. Again, Green River looking to get their first win since last year. They weren't able to get a win last season, 0-8, but knowing them, they played a game against Utah. They fell 42-7. And again, they will look to try to make things change in this one. Back to receive for Green River. It's going to be number 21, Skylar Lee, and Matisse Weaver, who has a leg. He almost made a 41-yard field goal in the scrimmage. He's got the leg, and I would not be surprised if this goes into the end zone for a touchback. John Scott, the head coach of the Lander Tigers, and we are underway. Class 3A football, Lander versus Green River, as that's going to be a touchback, and Green River will set up at their 20-yard line, 1st and 10. Shout out to Fremont Therapy for the scoreboard sponsor, and see what Green River does. When talking with Coach John Scott, he talked how simplified the Green River offense was going to be potentially in this one, and it's going to be number 5, Caleb Lake. It's going to be the quarterback taking the duties, played last year in that quarterback position. They're going to line up in a single back set with one receiver each side, motion man going to the right. As Lake is going to drop back, he's going to look for a pass. He does, and can't get it off, as Skylar Lee was the intended receiver. Caleb Lake, his first pass of the season, goes for an incomplete pass. 2nd and 10 for the Lander Tigers, or for the Green River Wolves. Second and 10. It's going to be a handoff right down the middle, as we got a gain of about 4 on the play. It's going to be 3rd down. About 3rd and 5 for the Wolves. That was Bracken Miller, wearing number 9, with the carry. Gain of about 4. It's going to bring up 3rd and 6. And we'll look to make a stop here, get the ball, start off their season again. Has seen Green River last year. It was a victory for the Tigers. Here's the shotgun set. Lake drops back. It's going to be a pressure by Pasquinelli. He's going to try to get there. He can't get there. Harris can't get there, and the comeback route is incomplete. And it will be 4th down and 6 for the Wolves. Green River in their black uniforms, black tops, black bottoms, white stripe, white numbers with the green trim, and also has the Wolves on the back of their jersey on this one. Here comes the Green River offense to start their 2022 campaign, led by Brennan Stauffenberg. The Tigers will set up at the 46 in their own territory, so pretty nice field position to start things off. As again, Brennan Stauffenberg going to be the quarterback here. Getting started under center. 2 backs in the backfield. It's Pasquinelli and Matisse Weaver. Going to be the backs. Harris in motion. Stauffenberg hands off to Harris. He's going to try to get around the left side and will get about 5 to start things off in their season. As, again, Gabe Harris with about a 5-yard carry. Should bring up about 2nd and 5 as you can hear the band a little bit. Trying to overpower me, but we'll get there. 2nd and 5 at the Green River territory. Just like that, Tigers are in Wolf territory. Again, shout out to the band here in this one. Stauffenberg going to go under center again. Except Matisse Weaver and Pasquinelli are switching sides. It's going to be Weaver with a carry, and he's right at that first down marker. We'll see if it's a first down. And it might be just there, but could be a 3rd down. And the official says first down, so Matisse Weaver gets on the board. The 5-yard carry for the Tigers. 10:45 to go, 0-0 on your Fremont County or Fremont Therapy Group scoreboard in the first quarter. In what will be hopefully a great season here for the Tigers. Stauffenberg handoff here to Pasquinelli. He's going to try to cut back in and gets about 4 or 5 on the carry. Let's see where they spot. They're going to say a 5-yard carry. So Pasquinelli gets his first carry of the season. Gets about 5 on the carry. As it will set up 2nd and 5 for the Tigers. At Green River's 39. And you got Beaver out there. You got Stevenson on the receivers. As it's going to be 3 receivers set on the far side. Stauffenberg under center again. He's going to take the snap, hand off here to Pasquinelli. He's going to try to get outside, and he will have a first down easily. And it looks to be at the 30 or 29. They're going to say the 28. So Pasquinelli from the 39 to the 28. That's an 11-yard carry. And it will be 1st and 10 for the Tigers on their opening drive. Going back to 2 receivers with Matisse Weaver lined up as the tight end position. Stauffenberg now in the shotgun, takes the snap, fakes the handoff. Here's a pass to Harris, as Harris has got a chance to score here. He breaks a tackle. He's at the 5. Touchdown, Tigers. Touchdown, Tigers, and they are on the board, and they open up their season with a touchdown. And as we take a look at the replay, here is again fake pass. It goes to Harris, and he breaks a tackle and will go and score. As Tigers will have Matisse Weaver to kick. That is a 28-yard touchdown pass. That's Stauffenberg's first pass of the season as Weaver kicks that up high and good as your Lander Tigers go up 7-0. We're going to step aside for a break. We'll be back after this timeout on our County 10 YouTube channel.
Hearing Center supports patient hearing health care with a superior standard of practice for our Wyoming families, and we are proud to sponsor sports and student athletes all across Fremont County. High Country Hearing Centers has been serving Wyoming's hearing health care needs since 1979. High Country Hearing Centers will always provide superior hearing instrument technology and standard of care practices to help you stay connected with family and help you maintain a more active and healthier Wyoming lifestyle. Make an appointment today in Lander at 1460 West Main or in Rock Springs at 514 Broadway.
Back here on the County 10 YouTube channel and on KOVE 1330 AM 107.7 FM, streaming online at county10.com as the Lander Tigers put up a 5-play drive going 54 yards and getting a touchdown off a 28-yard pass by Brennan Stauffenberg to Gabe Harris for the touchdown. Those two got 3 touchdown passes in last week's scrimmage, and now the Tigers lead 7-0 on this one as Matisse Weaver will boot it, and it's there in the end zone, and it will be a touchback, and it will be 1st and 10 for the Green River Wolves. It's about 15 minutes out of Rock Springs off of I-80. Again, here at the middle school for this one is Lander Tiger defense getting set for another series. So they were able to put Green River in a 3-and-out situation. As Caleb Lake gets set here. Looks like they're going to go in the I formation with 2 backs. As Jackson Gomez going to be the tailback this time. Lake under center. Puts it in motion. It's going to be a fullback dive, and that play will get him a first down for 11. As that is going to be Jackson Mitchell on the carry on that fullback dive in that I formation. It will be 1st and 10 at the 32. So that's a carry of 12, actually. So Jackson Mitchell on his first carry of the season gets 12. Wolves have put up 16 yards now of total offense. They're only in their second drive. Going to be 1st and 10. Once again in that I with a motion. It's going to be handoff there to Gomez. There's about a 6-yard carry there. Number 10, it's Jackson Gomez. So he gets a couple carries there. That one is going to be, again, a 6-yard carry, so it's going to set up 2nd and 4. No, excuse me, 2nd and 3. That's a 7-yard carry for the Tigers, for the Wolves. One receiver each side, going to be under center. Gomez trying to take the carry. He's right at that marker. It could be a first down. And we'll see where they spot this football, but that is close. And they're going to say first down for the Wolves. So gets 4 yards as Gomez. And now the Wolves running game starting to work out here. Under center, offset I. Lake is going to run for his life to the right near side, and he's going to get out to about the 50, maybe in Lander Valley territory, and it looks like they do. So Caleb Lake getting 7 on that carry. It's going to set up 8. It's going to set up 2nd and 2 now. So Wolves, I'm noticing, liking to run the ball right now. Again, talking with head coach John Scott. Wolves were making their things simplified. Right now, they're kind of doing that same thing. Here's another handoff to Gomez. He'll have a first down. And that is going to be a carry of 7. Gomez kind of getting the wheels going. 3 carries, 18 yards. That's going to set up 1st and 10 in Landers Valley 42-yard line. 7-0 on your Fremont Therapy Group scoreboard. Again, huge thanks to them. So we got motion man here. It's going to be a fullback dive. This time Lander gets there, but it's going to be taking the crowd, or the pile is Jackson Mitchell, and he gets a nice carry there for about 6. So now Mitchell on 2 carries. Has Ty Gomez. And it's going to be 2nd and 4. At the Lander, about 35.5. So you get those balls placed right at the half-yard line. 2nd and 3. 2 receivers far side. Now you got a motion man. Lake. Hand off here to Gomez. Harris was right there, just can't get there, and now Gomez runs into a pile, and it's going to be just maybe about 1. And it will be 3rd down. Green River got stopped once. Lander will try to hold him here as Green River on the move. Again, first game of the 2022 season. Both teams were in action last week. Lander, again, unofficial scrimmage against Pinedale. Put up 54 points on the Wranglers. Held them to 0 on the defensive side. So we'll see here as Harris and Weaver switch. Lake. Hand off here to Gomez. Gomez has got a hole. He's got room. He's at the 10-5 touchdown. Green River Wolves from 34 yards out. And the Wolves get on the board. Gomez puts 53 yards in that drive to lead the Wolves to their first touchdown of the season. And now we'll have the PAT attempt coming up. Looks like it'll be Lake to hold and Gomez to put it through the uprights. As Green River trying to make sure their special teams is out there. Got about 5:49 to go after this field goal attempt. Snap, and now Lake drops it. Now he's got to find somebody. He's going to try to go to the far side. Can he get 2? And what do the officials say? They will give him the 2-point conversion. So 2 points going to Green River. It's 8-7 now. We'll step aside for a timeout. 30 seconds. We'll be back.
We are Maven. We focus on the fundamentals, clean, simple designs with the very best modern materials and technologies. We refuse to compromise our mountain town roots to follow the well-worn path to $1. We choose instead to make game-changing gear and use it in the places and pursuits that inspire us every day. We are Maven, a company focused on the design and creation of innovative products for and by the modern outdoorsman.
Catch the video stream of this broadcast and previous games this season on County 10's YouTube channel.
On KOVE 1330 AM 107.7 FM, streaming online at county10.com. Green River puts up a score on that one. Puts up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's an 8-play drive going. 8-play drive. They have a total of 83 yards. Gomez gets the score from 34 yards out. And it's a touchdown for Green River as now Lander got to respond. And beautiful scenery here in Green River. So we get set here. Comes the kick. Gomez going to onside it or squib it. And it's going to be covered there by Matisse Weaver. Brody had it, but luckily for Matisse, he was right there to cover it up. Now let's take a look at your starting offense, brought to you by Palace Pharmacy. Evan Stevenson wide out. Joel Beaver playing wide out. Jack Pasquinelli with that running back position. Stauffenberg, who's been playing quarterback the last couple of years. Gabe Harris, a running back. Matisse Weaver playing utility role. Will Glick, the center. Caleb Hamilton, left guard, who's a freshman. Jesse Dahl, the senior, right tackle. Zion Cabrielis, the right guard. And Tristan Osborne playing left tackle. That is your starting lineup, brought to you by Palace Pharmacy. As we get set here for the next drive, as Stauffenberg will hand off here to Pasquinelli, and he's going to get stuffed in the backfield. A loss of 1. That defense right all over it. And it will set up 2nd and 11 at the 31-yard line. Stauffenberg getting the play for the Tigers. Gets it from Coach Rounds. It'll be 2nd and 11 at the 31. 5:14 to go in quarter number 1. 2 receivers set to the far side. Stevenson at the bottom of your screen. Stauffenberg is going to roll out to his left. Tries to get something, and he's sacked. That's going to be a loss. Is that going to be a loss of about 6 or 7? It should be about 7. So minus 7 yards on the sack. And now it's going to bring up 3rd and forever. Still able to make something happen here. Yeah, Stauffenberg last drive was able to connect on a 28-yard touchdown pass to Matisse Weaver for the score. Stauffenberg will drop back. They're going to set up a screen. Weaver gets the pass. He's going to try to get a first down. He's got some room, and he gets the first down, but it looks like we're going to have a holding penalty on the Tigers. Just kind of looking at that. Was all set up there. Attack going. They are going to say holding on the Tigers, and it's going to take them back another 10. So they're obviously this is going to be declined, or accepted, because Matisse Weaver got to that first down marker, which is more manageable. And let's see, the officials are going to talk about with the coach. And coach is saying take him back, as Kevin Gutherson, in his 3rd year as the head coach of the Green River Wolves. He was a defensive coordinator from 2009 to 2016. As another thing to point out here, every starter on the Green River Wolves, now that I have found it, is a senior. So something to point out there. So we'll see what the Tigers set up here on a 3rd and a long distance to go. It's 3rd and 27. Stauffenberg, shotgun with Pasquinelli, takes the snap. Stauffenberg gonna launch one. He's looking for Stevenson. Can Stevenson get it? And no, just a little too far. Stevenson had him, but just a little overthrown, it looked like, and it's going to be 4th and 27. As the Wolves, what a defensive stop. And it will bring up 4th down. Not the offensive series that the Tigers were hoping for. So it'll be Matisse Weaver punting from his own end zone. About 5 yards into his end zone. Pasquinelli, far right. Stauffenberg gets everybody situated. It's going to be 8-7 on the next Green River offensive series. Snap, punt. This one going to get to bouncing at the 40, or going to be caught at the 45, get taken to the 39, and it will set up the Green River Wolves in nice field position. 4 minutes to go. We'll step aside for a timeout. Listening to Tiger football on KOVE.
Medical Clinic and Western Family Care are happy to introduce their newest provider, psychiatrist Dr. John Bates. Born and raised in Eastern Oregon, Dr. Bates spent 4 years in the Marines, became a registered nurse, and then on to medical school with his residency in psychiatry. He's been in private practice since 2006. Dr. Bates is now accepting new patients. Call to schedule your appointment with the Lander Medical Clinic East at 332-1551.
Wolves are on their offensive drive as there's a handoff at about 4. It's going to be Gomez once again on the carry. Gomez picking up 3 on that one. He ended the drive for the last series for the Wolves on a 34-yard run to the house. Lander couldn't get a couple of tackles. They had some opportunities, just not able to capitalize. Finley in motion. It's going to be handoff here to Jackson Mitchell on that fullback carry. It's going to set up a third down. And it's going to be 3rd and 3, so a carry of 4 on that one. On third down, Wolves were able to capitalize. Green River putting up 90 yards in quarter number 1 as we approach 2:55 to go. Green River's scrimmage was a legitimate game. They played a full game as Lake will hand off here. And it's going to be straight down the middle for a first down. And that's going to be Brack Miller for the first down. Carry of 6 on the play. Like, going to get the play from, looks to be Nate Mitchell. So if I'm guessing correctly, Nate and Jackson are brothers. I'll double check on that here shortly. First down for the Wolves in the eye. Here's going to be a handoff here to Miller as Miller's going to go right down the middle, and he's going to get, looks to be about 6 or 7. On the carry is Miller now with 3 carries. Gomez leads the carrying with 6 carries for 56 yards. And the Wolves have surpassed the century mark in the first quarter on total offense. The Wolves were, if I'm not mistaken, last year rushing, they averaged 86 yards on the ground. They would average 160 in the air. Rankin Miller was the lead rusher. His best game, 173 yards against Whirlwind. He'll take another carry here. Here's a first down and more as Pasquinelli will take him down to the ground, but it's going to be first and goal for a carry of 11. As the Wolves just continue their right up the middle game is working out. Lander trying to figure a way to stop this as they're down 8-7 in quarter number 1 with 1:20 to go. First and 10 at the 12, so they will, if they need to, get to the 1 for a first down. Once again, fullback dive, and it's going to be carry for about 5 or 6 by Jackson Mitchell. And it will be second down. 49 seconds to go. So noticing here is Caleb Lake comes partially to the sideline, gets his play from multiple players, and then he will go to the huddle, call the play. Should be the final play of the quarter, in quarter number 1. Wolves line up under center, 1 receiver to the far side. That's Christian Lee. Here's a fullback dive again. As that fullback carry has been working out for the Wolves. This time, not much. Gets about 4. As Jackson Mitchell getting the carry. 5 seconds to go, and that should end the quarter as the Lander Tigers trailing in this one 8-7. Let's see what they'll do on the defensive side. We'll be back after this timeout on KOVE.
Gambles & Lander is a proud sponsor of the student athletes and athletic programs all across Fremont County. With new items arriving daily, it's a good time to check into Myers Gambles for all of the best items for your home. Shane, Alicia, and crew will help you find exactly what you're looking for. And chances are, it's in stock today. Delivery is available in Riverton and Lander. Turn around and shop in town. Myers Gambles, 420 Main in Lander. Turn around and shop in town.
Back here on KOVE 1330 AM 107.7 FM, streaming online at county10.com as the Green River Wolves on the verge of another score. As it's 8-7 on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard. It will be 3rd and 2 on this next play. Your scoreboard tonight brought to you by Fremont Therapy in Riverton Lander. For more than 25 years, Fremont Therapy has been in Fremont County's leader in physical and occupational therapy. We are proud to provide experience to clients to support our athletes and their families. We wish them all Fremont County teams good luck this season, as it's going to be 3rd and 2. They need to get to the 1 for a first down. Don't be surprised here if they got another fullback dive, as Jackson Mitchell has just been the leader in carries. There's a handoff this time. It's not going to be Jackson Mitchell, and they're going to stop him. Looks to be at the 2. That was a handoff there to Bracken Miller. And do they get the stop? The chain gain is still up. That's the part where... and they say first down. No, wait a second. The chain gain had 3rd, so it looks to be Lander's ball. So confusion on my part. Make sure I clarify. Lander Tigers are having the football at the 2-yard line. And now they got to drive to go. They need to go 98 yards in this one. And this drive here with 11:54 to go. Stauffenberg under center. Here's a carry to Pasquinelli. Tries to get one hole and does. Now gives the Tigers a little bit of breathing room on that. And it will be Pasquinelli for 7. Pasquinelli's got 22 yards on 4 carries. And it will be 2nd down and about 4 to go. The Tigers will need to get a score here as they're down by 1. Still in distance, though, but Tigers need to go 98 yards again. Here's a pitch to Pasquinelli, and he's going to have the first down as he gets a bunch of Wolves swarming in to the 18-yard line. That's going to be a gain of 11 for Pasquinelli. And it will be 1st and 10 for the Tigers at the 18. As we got first week, you got to go all out. You got the mascot here, the band's playing. We got an extended halftime show coming up. We'll have the halftime report, give you guys an update on all Fremont County, and focusing on Lander as we got a feature on the golf team. Got some results in volleyball as Stauffenberg's going to drop back. Here's a pass. This one is for Beaver. It's caught! And here's Beaver and gets down. What a pass there on a connection. Wow. Joel Beaver, 30. I got him for almost 40. I think that's a double check from the. Wow, what a play. Good play there by the Stauffenberg, and places that nicely for Beaver to make that catch. It's going to be 1st and 10 now in Green River territory. So we'll get an official yardage count there on that play. Stauffenberg under center this time. Here's Harris in motion. Stauffenberg fake handoff here. Give it off here to Matisse Weaver, and it's going to be a gain of 1. Gain of 1 on the play. Be 2nd and 10, so a gain of actually 0 for Matisse Weaver. Tigers, 64 yards in this one. Stauffenberg's passing game, he's gotten 2 pass attempts for 68 yards unofficially. As the Tigers got 3 receivers to the far side. Pasquinelli going to help as Stauffenberg fumbles, but he's got a little bit of room. Stauffenberg throws. He's got Harrison. It's caught, and it's going to be tackled at the 20-yard line. Gain of 20 on the play. Stauffenberg scrambling on that play. As we'll see if we got the catch right there. We unfortunately did not, but a gain of 20 from Gabe Harris to make that catch. What a play there by the Tigers, as they are now 20 yards away from another potential score. 9:15 to go. Live on KOVE 1330 AM, 107.7 FM. Streaming on our County 10 YouTube channel and Facebook page. Stauffenberg, touch pass here to Harris. Harris has got some room. He's at the 5, and he's going to do a somersault down to the 2. Gain of 18 on the play.
I understand that, John.
So gain of 18, and it's going to be first and goal for the Tigers at the 2. They've gone 96 yards on this drive. Under 10 to go in quarter number 2 in the first half. Stauffenberg going with a somewhat bone formation. As Patinelli drops it, it's recovered by the Wolves. And not what you were hoping for on this play. Taking a look at that instant replay right there, is they had the right idea, but Pasquinelli just wasn't able to get it, and it's a fumble turnover, so 96 yards was not able to go through. And it's going to set up Green Rivers now. They have to go 98 yards. First and 10 at the 2. In Green River territory. Back again with that high formation. It's going to be a fullback carry, as Green River just not able to get much on that. Gets maybe about 4. It's the carry, and now you got your quarterback down. And that is not what you like to see on week 1. As now you got people coming out, and we'll step aside for a quick timeout. We'll provide updates. Hopefully he's okay. We'll be back after this timeout.
Palace Pharmacy of Lander is proud to be this year's starting lineup sponsor and supports athletics all across Fremont County. Palace Pharmacy in Lander is locally owned and locally loved. Palace Pharmacy combines high-quality products with personalized care. They strive to help you reach your health and wellness goals. Stop into Palace Pharmacy, 1255 Main Street, Lander, or see them online at palacepharmacywy.com. Perfect Power is a proud supporter of athletics and student athletes all across Fremont County. Perfect Power provides services for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. Darren Hubble, owner and master electrician, has over 30 years of electrical experience. Darren's trustworthy team of professionals can get the job done right. Perfect Power, serving Fremont County and surrounding areas. Stop into 1320 West Main Street, Lander, or give them a call at 307-332-7184.
Back here on KOVE 1330 AM, 107.7 FM, also online at county10.com, as the quarterback for the Green River Wolves, Caleb Blake, is still continuing to be down. We'll keep updating you guys here in this one, as we'll take a look at some updates here, if I can get them pulled up real quick. Cody, the 3A defending state champion, Cody Bronx, is currently taking on Riverton. That's the other game that's streaming live at county10.com. It's in the second quarter. It's 35-0 in that one. Riverton trails in that one so far. That is your update as Caleb continues to get looked at. We'll step aside once again for another timeout. We'll be back after this.
Supply Company in Riverton is proud to sponsor sports and student athletes here in Fremont County. Start your game day off right with the Porter's pregame show and get ready for action. Porter's has everything you need to heat your home this winter with the best selection of wood, gas, or pellet stoves. Good luck to all Fremont County teams from Porter's Supply Company. See Porter's Supply on North Federal in Riverton and online at portersmvs.com.
Than clocking in or collecting a paycheck. We are a network of caring professionals who want to be here, dedicated to serving our communities. We are Sage West Healthcare, our 2 campus hospitals in Riverton and Lander. We take pride in our region, our people, and our communities. Located in beautiful central Wyoming, filled with natural recreation in our own backyard. We are neighbors caring for neighbors, a community caring for its own. We are Sage West. We are recruiting the best, like you.
All-Star Realtors are proud to sponsor sports across Fremont County for the 22-23 season. RE/MAX All-Star Realtors was founded in 1991 with the goal of doing real estate in a way that would make our clients' lives as easy and uninterrupted as possible. They've completed many transactions involving residential, commercial, vacant lots, farm and ranch, and investment properties, and can help you with any goal you might have regarding any of these today. RE/MAX All-Star Realtors, 938 West Main Street, Riverton. See them online at remaxriverton.com.
Internet is proud to deliver quality, high-speed internet to businesses and residents across Fremont County. Wind River Internet is the sponsor for the County 10 live stream and sports in our community. Enjoy high-definition broadcasts. Brought to you by Wind River Internet. They also provide reliable phone services that can help you stay in touch with the important people in your life. Experience greater connection today. To get a quote and start enjoying fast, reliable services, call 307-857-2004. That's 857-2004. Or windriverinternet.com.
Back here on KOVE 1330 AM 107.7 FM, also online at county10.com and on our County 10 YouTube page. As we're still kind of right now in a little bit of delay. Caleb Lake is still being looked at. I don't know exactly what it is. Might be the leg. It could be something else, but again, I'm not 100% sure of what's going on there. But we're going to keep updating you guys and make sure Caleb is okay on this one. But Jared Anderson at the studio, he's got an update. What's going on, Jared? Yeah, well, actually take a pause on that for the moment.
And Wyatt, thank you. In Cody, it's all Bronx as they lead Riverton 35-0 midway through the second quarter. One final score from Class 3A football: Jackson knocking off number 3 Douglas 17-9. Back to you in Green River.
Thanks again, Jared, for that update. Here's the good news: as Caleb Lake is walking off the field, it does appear to be something on the legs as he's having to be assisted on that. So now we will have a new quarterback come in for Green River. Is going to make sure get the right names here. So I have appeared to have lost my roster at the moment. We'll get that to you guys, but it's going to be Green River up now as we're going to see Kale up now to be the quarterback duties for the Wolves. Kale, a senior who is going to give it off here to Gomez. They're not going to get much. It's probably a gain of nothing. And it will bring up 3rd down and 6. So 3rd and 6 to go in quarter number 2. As a big thank you to Leonard Medical Clinic and Western Family Healthcare for sponsoring this broadcast. The staff of the clinic in Lander and Riverton want to remind you not to ignore those annual wellness visits. So make your appointment today at Lander Medical Clinic or Western Family Healthcare. Let's stay healthy together. 3rd and 6 for the Wolves. We'll see what Kale does here as he's going to do a handoff, a little misdirection, but the Tigers are there to stop it. And it will be a loss of 2 for Gomez, and now it will bring up a 4th down for the Wolves, and the punt team will come out. So 4th down now, 4th and 7 for the Wolves. They're going to have to punt it away here, it looks like, as you got Gabe Harris on the Green River 35. So we'll see if the boot is a little bit long. It's second time, excuse me. Green River has punted today. Let's give a shout out here to Elizabeth and Madeline for helping us out with the camera work here. We appreciate you guys for doing it for us. As we're going to have a timeout taken by Green River. We'll step aside. We'll be back after this timeout.
Back when I was riding in rodeos, I always made sure I was locked in, good and tight. Now as a touring musician, crisscrossing the country, I still make sure I'm locked in, good and tight. Of course I do.
Hauling ass, heading south, down the road in a Crow Cadillac, coupe bill.
Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Back here on KOVE, 1330 AM, 107.7 FM, streaming online at county10.com as the Tigers put the Wolves in a 4th down situation. You got Gomez, who is going to be punting, and now you got Green River still with some stuff, still have a little bit of substitution issues going on. Here is now we're going to have one of the linemen come in for the Wolves as Bryson Birch comes in. It'll be Gomez to punt. Here for the Lander Tigers, Gomez with the punt, and it's going to go to about the 32, and walk out there, Joel Beaver, as he almost touches it, but this is a pretty decent punt from the end zone. Gets to about the 44-yard line, and will bring up the Tigers. Once again on the offense, they went 96 yards on their last drive. Pasquinelli wasn't able to secure the football, and it was a fumble, and Green River was able to control. Unfortunately, Caleb Lake goes down as he is being evaluated right now. Hopefully he's okay. So we wish nothing but the best for everybody. As that's the hard thing about the beginning of the season, is got to wonder what the health is like with some of the players, and just how are the players feeling. Is everybody besides 4A gets 2 weeks of practice. 4A gets about 3, if I am not mistaken. As we get set here, 1st and 10 in Green River territory. Stauffenberg under center. Pasquinelli in the backfield. Here's going to be a handoff as Pasquinelli will get it, as he's going to keep going, keep turning the wheels, and he's going to get a nice carry of about 7. As Pasquinelli has 6 carries for 40 yards. Now we will have a 2nd down in about 4, so that's actually, no, excuse me, 2nd and 3, I apologize. Stauffenberg got two receivers here to the near side, Beaver and Harris. So you got Stevenson up as Matisse Weaver's going to get a carry here. He's got a first down. He's got more. And there will be a flag on the play. And we will see who this is going to go against. Usually when a carry like that happens, it's usually a holding penalty. But we will wait and see. It's going to be a face mask on the defense, so the Wolves going to have a penalty. As we'll see how much more this gets tacked on. It's a first down regardless. And so Matisse Weaver on a 13-yard carry is going to get tacked more. And now the Lander Tigers set up 1st and 10 inside the 10. So it's really 1st and goal. So Matisse Weaver on a 13-yard carry, including the face mask. As Stauffenberg now checks his first and goal. Motion man is Harris. It's going to be a fake. Give off here to Pasquinelli. Straight up the middle. He's bouncing off a couple players. He's going to take him into the end zone. Touchdown, Pasquinelli. And the Lander Tigers from 9 yards out. And Pasquinelli gets the Tigers regaining their lead back with 4:50 to go. It's 13-8 awaiting the extra point. As Weaver will get set up here for 20-yard PAT attempt. So we await the kick here. It's going to be Harris to snap, Stauffenberg to put it down, and Weaver puts it through the uprights for one more as the Lander Tigers are up 14-8. We're going to step aside for a timeout. We'll give you guys the next drive of the Green River Wolves after this.
Lander Community supports the Lander Valley High School Tigers, and Altitude Interiors on Main Street is no exception. Altitude Interiors is Lander's expert in flooring, window coverings, cabinets, and more. The inside of your home is like a team jersey. Every so often, you just need a redesign. The team at Altitude has the best playbook in town and can help you with your projects from start to finish and make sure you get the look and feel of your dreams. Altitude Interiors supports Tiger football, and they're here for you too at 333 Main in Lander.
Football all season long, streaming on County 10's YouTube channel.
Back here on KOVE 1330 AM 107.7 FM, streaming online at county10.com as the Lander Tigers get one 9 yards out from Pasquinelli on the score. They started in Green River territory. It's 14-8. Again, the halftime here going to be a little extended. First home game of the season, you always want to make sure your community is kind of going as Weaver almost puts it through the uprights. And it will set up 1st and 10 from the 20. So the Wolves, plenty of time to get something here in this half. Wolves again down a quarterback now. So you got Kale back in, so it's a pretty high chance we might not see Jack back in this game. As here's a handoff here, it's going to be Miller as he'll take it for about 2. So it was 2nd and 8. Bracken Miller wearing number 9 for the Wolves. 6 carries for 30 yards, averaging about 5 yards a carry on his day so far as he'll come out. Gomez comes in, who leads the rushing with 54 yards on 8 carries. So we get set here for 2nd and 8. That was a gain of 2 by Bracken Miller. 2nd and 8, I formation, 2 receivers near side. Here is a rollout. This one's going to be thrown, and it's going to just hit out of bounds. This is going to be Bracken Miller once again making the catch. It's out of bounds, though, so it doesn't count. And will be 3rd and 8. Third and 8 from the Green River 22. And we'll have the halftime show and give you guys an update what's happening in Lander Valley. Volleyball and Cody for the Border Wars. Golf hosted their tournament as cross country's in Buffalo. And here's Gabe Harris who goes right into it. He's right there. Matisse Weaver comes along and tags up as that's going to be a loss. That looks to be about a loss of 9. Or no, excuse me. It's a loss of 7. I'm getting a little ahead of myself. And it looked like that was a carry all the way. Or, excuse me, that looked like a... Yeah, it was a carry, excuse me. And it just swallowed up there by the defensive ends of Gabe Harris and Matisse Weaver. 3:26 in county. Will be a punt as Harris back now a little bit deeper. We'll see what the punting is like as the Wolves are still waiting. Don't know what the pause is for a minute. I think they're going to let this clock kind of roll, make the Tigers play some hurry-up offense. They have the timeout taken. We'll take one with them. Tigers up 14-8 back after this.
Tires, and more tires. Bailey Tire and Auto Service offers a huge selection, great prices, and fantastic service.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, this is Haley. With over 13,000 tires to choose, Bailey has tires for your ATV, farm implement, car, truck, trailer, semi, lawnmower, wheelbarrow, you name it. If it has a tire, Bailey Tire and Auto Service can fix it or replace it. Bailey Tire and Auto Service is your one-stop complete tire and service shop. Just remember, with Bailey's, there's no tricks, just tires.
Creek Rental Service in Lander is a proud supporter of sports and athletics here in Fremont County. Baldwin Creek Rental Center understands how expensive specific equipment can be, especially if it is for a one-time use or event. That is why they offer tools, equipment, and party supply rentals. For many years, Baldwin Creek has provided services to clients in Lander and the surrounding areas, from lawn and garden projects to graduate.
Gonna have to cut that break as Gomez will punt it off here, and it's gonna get to the 45, maybe the 44 of Green River territory as the Tigers will set up for their next offensive series. They got 2:57 to go. As the second quarter coming to a close here in week 1. 7:58. Green River, Wyoming, as the Tigers will be in Powell next week. And we'll have 5 games in Fremont County for the Tigers, as they'll have 2 at home. Homecoming at Riverton. Not Lander's homecoming, but Riverton's homecoming. Stauffenberg in the shotgun. 1 receiver to the near side to the far. Stauffenberg will fake the handoff to Pasquinelli, and there's a read option there as Stauffenberg will try to make a spin, and he will go down as that's going to be a carry of about 8 on the play. And it will be second down now and 2. With 2:35 to go. Plenty of time now that you're in Green River territory. See what the later Tigers can do is Stauffenberg has connected on 3 passes. He's 3 for 3 today unofficially. Stauffenberg makes the clap. Handoff here to Pasquinelli. Goes right through the hole. He's got a first down and more. He's at the 20. He's at the 15. Tackled at the 14-yard line. And he's got plenty of room. You got 5, 10, 15, 20, 21-yard carry by Pasquinelli. Now has 70 yards on the day in the first half. 2:11 to go. Clock continues to count. So you got a packed stadium at Wolves Stadium at Lincoln Middle School, Green River, Wyoming. Stauffenberg. Claps. Pass. Harris. Caught. Touchdown, Tigers. From 14 yards out, as Stauffenberg connects with Harris again for a score. And it will be the Tigers now leading 20-8, awaiting the PAT. As the Tigers go 1, 2, 3 plays. A 3-play drive, awaiting the PAT. Weaver getting set here. Kicks from the 10. It's up and good. 21-8 in favor of Lander. Their week 1 opening game officially in this season. We'll step aside for a timeout. Let's see what Green River can do with 1:50 to go.
Central Wyoming College has a new Bachelor of Applied Science degree in Early Childhood Education.
Being a teacher has always been a dream of mine.
This degree combines the academic, assessment, and classroom management content that students need to be successful in the classroom. Gain knowledge in how young children grow and develop physically and cognitively, and guide them to social and emotional development.
What I really like about the education program here at CWC is that we get a lot of classroom experience.
Make your way at CWC.
Local. Try it on, save time and money on returns, and get advice in person at Bells & Bows. Our business is your best local source for quality clothing like Liverpool and keeping your look fresh every month with our new collections bag. These monthly collections bags feature anything you can imagine yourself in, and the best part is we will ship it everywhere. But if you live locally, we can drop it off right at your doorstep. Bells & Bows, your local solution to keeping you looking stylish for anything that comes your way. Stop in today at 309 East Main Street in Riverton or visit us online at bellsandbows.rocks.
Matisse Weaver lines up for the kick from the 40. This one's going to be high. It's going to be in the end zone, and they're going to let it touch back as now you got a little bit of frustration starting to show maybe on the Wolves, as Beaver was met up there by Dax Francis, who kept going after the play. Not too extracurricular, but we'll see what the Wolves can do now with 1:50 to go. 8:02 on KOV, 1330 AM, 107.7 FM, also online at county10.com, streaming your home of the Lander Valley Tigers. Here's going to be a handoff to Gomez as Gabe Harris is right there. And Matisse Weaver once again. Those two on the defensive end, just look out. Holy cow. As we take a look at this replay here, just watch the defensive ends for the Tigers as Harris and Weaver are right there. And now you're going to see a timeout taken here by Green River. They'll have one timeout left. Probably see what they can do here on this one. So let's recap how our score currently is 21-8, as the Lander Tigers would be the first team to score on a 5-play drive with a 28-yard TD connection from Stauffenberg to Harris. Then you had a Green River 8-play drive that Gomez would count in. Then Lander would get a 9-yard carry for a touchdown by Jack Pasquinelli. And then the Tigers on the last drive, 3 plays, 45 yards, a 14-yard touchdown connection there to Harris for his second touchdown reception of the game, as the Tigers have dispersed from their timeout. Coach back on the sideline for Green River, and we got 1:42 to go. From the 20, 2nd and 10. We'll see what the Wolves do. Again, been under center quite a bit here. Still going to be in the I formation. One receiver each side. Got a tie-in lined up as a receiver. Now you got a motion. Here's the snap. Handoff here to Miller. And now you got a timeout taken by Lander with 1:37 to go. So Lander playing like they're going to get the ball back. As they do have a chance here on third down and third down and 7 after a carry there by Miller. Miller has 33 yards on the day on 7 carries. Again, Green River used to be one of the powerhouses in the 3A West a while ago. It's been since 2017, though, they haven't made the playoffs. They were in the state championship in 2015. They used to be always in the mix in the 3A West, now dominated by Cody, at least for the last 2 years. We'll see how they are this year. And now Green River looking to get their first win since the 2020 season. Not getting a single win last year. We'll see what Green River will do. They go over the schedules for both teams here as Kale is going to scramble here. Now he's got to throw it away, and the Tigers might get this football back. There is a chance for the Tigers to maybe put another score up and maybe go up 28-8. Again, we'll have a extended halftime show, as Green River will have a roughly 20-minute halftime show. For this one, there's some performances by the band, and the cheerleading squad is almost blocked there by the Tigers, and now everybody's got to move, and you got to watch out. And luckily, there it wasn't touched. That could have been a catastrophe there for Gabrielis. And now the Tigers, they need 36 yards on this drive with 79 seconds to go. Crowd starting to get into it a little bit. From the Green River 36, Stauffenberg fakes, sidearm to Harris. Harris is now going to go up the middle. And now they're going to have to hurry this up. Stauffenberg going to get the play going. They have one timeout to go. Yeah, Stauffenberg trying to get the play. Now you're under a minute. Now that he gets the play, it took a little bit. This hurry up was not feeling like a hurry up right now. Let's see what they do. Stauffenberg drops back from the shotgun. Here's a chance for Harris. He connects and 100% completion percentage and another touchdown from 30 yards out as Brennan Stauffenberg to Gabe Harris. Stauffenberg has not missed a single pass in this game. That's 3 touchdowns for Harris and Stauffenberg. With 40 seconds to go, it's 27-8 awaiting the PAT. As Weaver lines up. Set, hold, up, good. It's 28-8. The Tigers lead this one. We'll step aside for another timeout. We'll be back after this.
John Shade, your Edward Jones financial advisor. Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement of our young athletes from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of the Lander Tigers on KOVE. Call John Shade or stop by my office at 824 West Main Street for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member.
Back here on KOVE 1330 AM 1077 FM, streaming online at county10.com. As we got a touchdown by Stauffenberg to Gabe Harris on a 2-play drive that goes 35 yards. They got a 30-yard TD pass from Stauffenberg to Gabe Harris, as both of those guys are in sync right now. Tigers have put up 258 yards of total offense unofficially, as Weaver will get set here for the kickoff. As we will have 40 seconds to go, goes in the end zone and hits the upright. Wow. Don't see that often in high school football or in any football at all. So we will see what the Wolves can do here. They will set up at the 20. Again, Kayla's trying to attempt a couple passes, hasn't been able to connect on them. So we will see what Green River does on their own 20 with 40 seconds to go. Kale under center in the eye to one receiver each side. Here's a misdirection, and once again, it's Gabe Harris and Matisse Weaver right there to meet up with him. That is a loss of 6. I believe that was, I think that was Mitchell on the carry. That's either Mitchell or Bracken. But either way, it's a minus 6-yard carry, as the Wolves with a strong running game in that first quarter didn't work out. And now they have seemed to maybe have figured it out, as that will end the half. It is the Lander Tigers up 28-8. We'll step aside for an extended halftime show. We'll be back after this timeout on KOVE 1330 AM, 107.7 FM, streaming online at county10.com. We'll be back after this.
Central Wyoming College has a new Bachelor of Applied Science degree in Early Childhood Education.
Being a teacher has always been a dream of mine.
This degree combines the academic, assessment, and classroom management content that students need to be successful in the classroom. Gain knowledge in how young children grow and develop physically and cognitively, and guide them to social and emotional development.
What I really like about the education program here at CWC is that we get a lot of classroom experience.
Make your way at CWC.
Tires, tires, and more tires. Bailey Tire and Auto Service offers a huge selection, great prices, and fantastic service.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, this is Haley. With over 13,000 tires to choose, Bailey has tires for your ATV, farm implement, car, truck, trailer, semi, lawnmower, wheelbarrow, you name it. If it has a tire, Bailey Tire and Auto Service can fix it or replace it. Bailey Tire and Auto Service is your one-stop complete tire and service shop. Just remember, with Bailey's, there's no tricks, just tires.
Baldwin Creek Rental Service in Lander is a proud supporter of sports and athletics here in Fremont County. Baldwin Creek Rental Center understands how expensive specific equipment can be, especially if it is for a one-time use or event. That is why they offer tools, equipment, and party supply rentals. For many years, Baldwin Creek has provided services to clients in Lander and the surrounding areas. From lawn and garden projects to graduation parties, they have the right equipment for you. Baldwin Creek Rental Centers, 675 Baldwin Creek Road in Lander. Fremont Therapy Group has been a proud supporter of Wyoming athletics for more than 25 years. Locally owned by therapists, Fremont values commitment to professionalism and community. With specialized training and one-on-one service, they get you back to doing what you love. Whether you need rehab for an injury from a sports-certified specialist or therapy from the only certified hand therapist in Fremont County. With 6 locations in Western Wyoming, they provide aquatic therapy, dry needling, and women's health therapy. To find out more about Fremont Therapy Group or schedule an appointment, go to fremonttherapy.com.
The Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care are happy to introduce their newest provider, psychiatrist Dr. John Bates. Born and raised in Eastern Oregon, Dr. Bates spent 4 years in the Marines, became a registered nurse, and then on to medical school with his residency in psychiatry. He's been in private practice since 2006. Dr. Bates is now accepting new patients. Call to schedule your appointment with the Lander Medical Clinic East at 332-1551 or visit the website at landermedicalclinic.com.
Gambles in Lander is a proud sponsor of the student athletes and athletic programs all across Fremont County. With new items arriving daily, it's a good time to check into Myers Gambles for all of the best items for your home. Shane, Alicia, and crew will help you find exactly what you're looking for. And chances are, it's in stock today. Delivery is available in Riverton and Lander. Turn around and shop in town. Myers Gambles, 420 Main in Lander. Turn around and shop in town.
Perfect Power is a proud supporter of athletics and student athletes all across Fremont County. Perfect Power provides services for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. Darren Hubble, owner and master electrician, has over 30 years of electrical experience. Darren's trustworthy team of professionals can get the job done right. Perfect Power, serving Fremont County and surrounding areas. Stop into 1320 West Main Street, Lander, or give them a call at 307-332-7184.
We are Maven. We focus on the fundamentals, clean, simple designs with the very best modern materials and technologies. We refuse to compromise our mountain town roots to follow the well-worn path to $1. We choose instead to make game-changing gear and use it in the places and pursuits that inspire us every day. We are Maven, a company focused on the design and creation of innovative products for and by the modern outdoorsman.
Palace Pharmacy of Lander is proud to be this year's starting lineup sponsor and supports athletics all across Fremont County. Palace Pharmacy in Lander is locally owned and locally loved. Palace Pharmacy combines high-quality products with personalized care. They strive to help you reach your health and wellness goals. Stop into Palace Pharmacy, 1255 Main Street, Lander, or see them online at palacepharmacywy.com.
Porter's Supply Company in Riverton is proud to sponsor sports and student athletes here in Fremont County. Start your game day off right with the Porter's pregame show and get ready for action. Porter's has everything you need to heat your home this winter with the best selection of wood, gas, or pellet stoves. Good luck to all Fremont County teams from Porter's Supply Company. See Porter's Supply on North Federal in Riverton and online at portersmvs.com.
RE/MAX All-Star Realtors are proud to sponsor sports across Fremont County for the 22-23 season. RE/MAX All-Star Realtors was founded in 1991 with the goal of doing real estate in a way that would make our clients' lives as easy and uninterrupted as possible. They've completed many transactions involving residential, commercial, vacant lots, farm and ranch, and investment properties, and can help you with any goal you might have regarding any of these today. RE/MAX All-Star Realtors, 938 West Main Street, Riverton. See them online at remaxriverton.com.
It's more than clocking in or collecting a paycheck. We are a network of caring professionals who want to be here, dedicated to serving our communities. We are Sage West Healthcare, our 2 campus hospitals in Riverton and Lander. We take pride in our region, our people, and our communities. Located in beautiful central Wyoming, filled with natural recreation in our own backyard. We are neighbors caring for neighbors, a community caring for its own. We are Sage West. We are recruiting the best, like you.
Back when I was riding in rodeos, I always made sure I was locked in, good and tight. Now as a touring musician, crisscrossing the country, I still make sure I'm locked in, good and tight. Of course I do.
Hauling ass, heading south, down the road in a gray Cadillac, coupe to Bill.
Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Keep it local. Try it on, save time and money on returns, and get advice in person at Bells & Bows. Our business is your best local source for quality clothing like Liverpool and keeping your look fresh every month with our new collections bag. These monthly collections bags feature anything you can imagine yourself in, and the best part is we will ship it everywhere. But if you live locally, we can drop it off right at your doorstep. Bells & Bows, your local solution to keeping you looking stylish for anything that comes your way. Stop in today at 309 East Main Street in Riverton or visit us online at bellsandbows.rocks.
Your place for the Tigers. KOVE Radio and County 10's YouTube channel.
Back here on KOVE 1330 AM 1077 FM, streaming online at county10.com as the Lander Tigers, after a slow start, are up now 28-8 at halftime. And then we can go how this has happen as the Lander Tigers would start their first offensive series with a 5-play drive that resulted in a 28-yard touchdown connection from Brendan Stauffenberg to Gabe Harris. Green River would score on the next drive, putting up an 8-play drive with a 9-yard touchdown run by Gomez. And then the Tigers, unfortunately, would go 96 yards. They would start at their own 2-yard line, go 96 yards, and have a fumble that was recovered by Green River. And then unfortunately for Green River, their quarterback went out on that drive. So hopefully he is okay. We wish hopefully a speedy recovery for him. The Tigers would connect on a 9-yard touchdown run from Jack Pasquinelli to score on his first rushing touchdown of the season. As you're seeing a extended halftime report here in this half here, as there's about 8 minutes to go still on that, as we still got a feature story. We got a couple updates going on here in the Fremont County area in Lander Valley High School as we continue our recap here. The Tigers then would connect on a 3-play drive, 45 yards from a 14-yard touchdown pass from Brendan Stauffenberg to Gabe Harris. And then the Tigers would once again score on a 2-play, 35-yard drive with a 30-yard touchdown connection from Brendan Stauffenberg to Gabe Harris again. And that's how your scoring has put up 28-8 in favor of the Tigers in this one. Again, a slow start to this game for them. They would let Green River score when the fullback dive was really working for them. That was the thing that Green River kind of maybe have figured out, and it worked for them. And then for some reason, the Tigers kind of started figuring it out, and that they were able to capitalize on the running plays, as Green River has run a total of 3 passes. They have had so many running plays. As we take a look here kind of at the halftime stats here, the Green River will have 23 rushing plays for 88 yards. They would have 3 passing plays total. For the Lander Tigers, it would be 15 rushes, 6 passes. Brendan Stauffenberg, 100% completion percentage on the day for him so far, and he's doing a fantastic job. As on the passing game, Brendan has 144 yards. Rushing, the Tigers have 112 yards, and that is all in the first half. The Tigers would average a total of 256 yards. They're averaging 12.2 yards per play compared to Green River's 4.3, and that's kind of a look at the stats so far. Green River is led by their rushing of Gomez, who has had 8 carries for 54 yards. You got Jackson Mitchell with 6 carries, 25 yards. Bracken Miller with 7 carries, 33 yards. And then Caleb Blake with 1 carry for 8 yards. Again, we'll look at the rushing here for the Tigers. Jack Pasquinelli leading the way with 8 carries, 70 yards. Matisse Weaver with 3 carries, 18 yards. Gabe Harris, 2 carries for 23. And then you got Brandon Stauffenberg on an option play running for 8 yards as well. We're going to step aside for another break. We're going to give you guys an update of what's happening in Lander Valley. We'll also give you guys a couple of Fremont County updates. We'll step aside back here on KOVE 1330 AM 107.7 FM and streaming online at county10.com. Back after this.
Catholic College are proud sponsors of student athletes and sports programs across Fremont County, plus are this season's academic spotlight sponsor. Wyoming Catholic College forms students through a rigorous immersion in the primary sources of the classic liberal arts tradition, the grandeur of the mountain wilderness, and the spiritual heritage of the Catholic Church. Grounded in real experience and thoughtful reflection, our graduates love truth, think clearly, and communicate eloquently, engaging with the world as it is. Submit your application online at wyomingcatholic.edu/admissions/apply.
Lander Community supports the Lander Valley High School Tigers, and Altitude Interiors on Main Street is no exception. Altitude Interiors is Lander's expert in flooring, window coverings, cabinets, and more. The inside of your home is like a team jersey. Every so often, you just need a redesign. The team at Altitude has the best playbook in town and can help you with your projects from start to finish and make sure you get the look and feel of your dreams. Altitude Interiors supports Tiger football, and they're here for you too at 333 Main in Lander.
The Lady Tigers would fall in 4 sets in their opening game of the Border Wars in Cody, Wyoming, which is where Riverton is playing right now for football. Riverton volleyball also there, as well as we are going to give you guys a golf feature on the kickoff from our kickoff show earlier today. Again, thanks to Jared Anderson, Devin King, and John Gabrielson for that show. Again, it's an awesome show. I'm excited. Let's get you guys that kickoff feature right now. The Lander golf team has reached their back 9 of their season. While the team is young, they are progressing in each tournament. Head coach Mike Watson talks about the progression of the team this season.
We've had a good first half of the season. Kids have really improved. We're trying to find out who our top 5 boys are and kind of who our girls are, because we only have 4 that are really ready for state. But we have about 7 or 8 boys that are competing there, so the next 2 weeks are huge for them to figure out who we're taking. So we'll know after conference in about 2 weeks here, and it's been good. Everybody's made a lot of strides so far and really focused on the short game, and putting's been the big area that we've focused on and want to make sure that they're consistent with that. And especially when you're playing different courses, you don't always control the speed of the greens, but we can control how far we hit a ball or the distance. So now working on that speed, control the putter, and doing that.
With a somewhat short season and the team only having 1 senior on the entire golf team, junior at Lander Valley High School Morgan Hill talks about the chemistry the team has built this season.
Oh, it's actually been really good. We got everybody so nice and positive attitudes. It's just a very good team.
Riley Stroud has been progressing his game throughout the year and feels like he is peaking at the right time.
It came around at the right time. I just kind of had to find my groove. You know, golf's hard. It just took a while for me to kind of find my groove and get back into it.
Coach Watson is putting a focus now on the mental aspect of the game, not letting one shot affect their play.
And I tell kids all the time, you can't have one shot. It could be one shot difference, but you can't let one bad swing or one bad hole ruin your round of golf, because we try to break it into 17 or 18 miniature games of that you're out there on each hole, and it's a new game every time, and that's hard to learn as young as we are. But if they can do that, they'll be fine. And I tell them too, if you have one bad hole right away, you got another 4.5 hours, 5 hours to play golf. Don't make it miserable, have fun, enjoy it, and try to forget about it. And that's what they've really worked on, is trying to forget about those bad shots and move on. And they've done well with that, and I'm pleased with where they're trending in the direction of their mental game and staying focused.
Hill and Stroud want to have a strong performance at the regionals and state tournament.
Personal record or something, but as a team, I wish we could just all really take in state. It'd be good.
As a team, I think we should be able to win conference. I'm hoping to place in conference and place at state, and it's really my only goal is just go out and play my best golf that I can.
Lander Valley hosted a golf tournament today and yesterday. You can find out results of all Fremont County action at county10.com. For the County 10 Kickoff Show, I'm Wyatt Barichka. Feature there on the Lander High School golf team is looking at some of the results here that I got. Lander Valley, Riley Stroud would win the tournament, shooting 152 overall. Lander would have also Owen Sweeney in the top 10, placing 5th with 170 strokes. You got Hunter King as well taking place in the top 10. Looking at the girls' results here for Lander Valley, got Morgan Hill, who would lead the way for a 3rd place finish. You'd also have Abby Dixon in 10th, Jamison Thatch at 11. Try to make sure I get everybody in here. Is again Lander Valley House there. Jordan Best, who shot 205, took 5th. As both teams are out here, we're going to take one more final timeout. The second half coming up right after this on KOVE 1330 AM 107.7 FM, a County 10 station, and streaming online at county10.com.
Tires, tires, and more tires. Bailey Tire and Auto Service offers a huge selection, great prices, and fantastic service.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, this is Haley. With over 13,000 tires to choose, Bailey has tires for your ATV, farm implement, car, truck, trailer, semi, lawnmower, wheelbarrow, you name it. If it has a tire, Bailey Tire and Auto Service can fix it or replace it. Bailey Tire and Auto Service is your one-stop complete tire and service shop. Just remember, with Bailey's, there's no tricks, just tires.
Creek Rental Service in Lander is a proud supporter of sports and athletics here in Fremont County. Baldwin Creek Rental Center understands how expensive specific equipment can be, especially if it is for a one-time use or event. That is why they offer tools, equipment, and party supply rentals. For many years, Baldwin Creek has provided services to clients in Lander and the surrounding areas. From lawn and garden projects to graduation parties, they have the right equipment for you. Baldwin Creek Rental Centers, 675 Baldwin Creek Road in Lander.
Here we go, second half coming up. KOVE 1330 AM, 107.7 FM, home of your Lander Valley Tigers this season. And guys, again, I'm so excited to be covering the Tigers all year. I mean, it's an honor, and thank you to County 10, thank you to Jared Anderson, Will Hill, everybody at County 10. Again, huge thank you to them for allowing me to have this opportunity. I mean, learning under John Gabrielson, so huge shout out to him as he's calling the Cody High School football game right now. Right now, when I last checked, it just got updated. Cody scores. It's up 42-0 now in favor of the Bronxes. We'll have an update at least from them later on. You can check out all sports updates at county10.com, including schedules, results, and more. Shoshone fell yesterday in their matchup against Pine Bluffs. The Cougars start 1-0 in Fremont County. Du Bois will be in 10 sleep tomorrow to take on the Hewlett Red Devils. That will be all the action. St. Stephen's in action today at number 5 against Lingle Fort Laramie. Wyoming Indian at Guernsey Sunrise. That's all football action happening. We have volleyball, swimming. I mean, any sport you could think of, we'll have that update for you at county10.com. As it will be the Tigers getting the starting chance on the offensive side. We'll see. Looks to be Gomez to kick it off. We'll always double check it as the Wolves have dispersed, and it will be Gomez to kick it off. Gabe Harris sitting at his 15 to receive. And we are underway in half number 2 in the third quarter as Harris can't corral the ball. He does pick it up, though, and we'll get to maybe about the 20, 22-yard line to start his next offensive series for the Tigers. As here's one of the big stats I think was interesting to me. Brendan Stauffenberg, 6 for 6. He has not missed a pass yet in this one, as he is 6 for 6, 144 yards, 3 touchdowns. And all 3 of those are to Gabe Harris. Those 2 had 3 touchdowns last week. If those stats counted, they would have 6 touchdowns in 2 weeks combined together. As Stauffenberg will start under center with 1 receiver each side. Pasquinelli will take the handoff and will probably be met up right at the line. Yeah, gain of nothing to start that off. Again, huge shout out. Second and 10 after a 0-yard carry there by Pasquinelli, as weather's starting to cool a little bit. Don't mind a little bit of cool weather here in Wyoming, as it's been pretty decently warm this summer. As Stauffenberg will pitch it out here to Pasquinelli. Pasquinelli going to try to get it outside. He's at the 30, and he will get down to the 35. That's a gain of 13. And Pasquinelli is 17 yards away from an 100-yard game. Pasquinelli had 100 yards last week against the Wranglers. Again, that was an unofficial scrimmage, so nothing counted towards records or stats or anything like that. So that is where the Tigers sit right now. They'll look for a 1-0 start and hopefully maybe change history of last season. They started 1-0 and would lose the next 4. Then they would win the final 3 to be here. Stauffenberg on the read option will keep it and maybe get about a yard or 2. Let's see where they mark it. I think it's going to be maybe a gain of 1. That is Stauffenberg's second carry of the game. In this one, yeah, they give him a yard on the carry. So a 1-yard carry for Stauffenberg. And it will set up 2nd and 9 at the 36. Under center, Stauffenberg, 2 receivers far side. Here's a handoff here to Pasquinelli. He's going to try to get around the corner. He's got room. He's got the 1st and more. He's past the 50, past midfield, and down at the 43-yard line. So 36-43. So I'm trying to do math in my head there. It's a gain of, I think, 20 if I'm not mistaken. 17 or 20. Again, these are unofficial stats. More official stats on the wildpreps.com. Started by John Gabrielson. So John Gabrielson's impact in Wyoming sports shows as Stauffenberg give it off here to Weaver, pushes Pasquinelli, but looks to be maybe back to the line of scrimmage as one of the officials have marked it. Matisse Weaver with a gain of 0. As Lander, looking at their total stats, 287 yards of total offense, 143 on the ground. So if they run again, they'll have more than rushing yards than passing in this one. 2nd and 10 for the 2nd and 10 for the Tigers. Saying Wolverines as I'm getting updates, still 42 zip in favor of Cody. Stauffenberg drops back. Here's a pass. It's for Matisse Weaver. What a catch. 10, 20, 23-yard reception from Brennan Stauffenberg to Matisse Weaver. And that is Matisse Weaver's that is Matisse Weaver's second reception. I lied. Matisse Weaver's got a touchdown, so Gabe Harris has got 2. Matisse Weaver's got 1 catching touchdown. So I apologize for the stat fixer upper right there. Is Tigers closing the door right now. 8:35 to go. And Stauffenberg will keep it himself. He's got room. He's got to get around. Touchdown. 19 yards out from Brennan Stauffenberg. As Stauffenberg's getting his running game going, and that is his first rushing touchdown of the new 2022 season. And the Tigers now up 34-8 away in the PAT. So we'll see how it goes here. Matisse Weaver going to line up for the PAT. Harris to snap. Snap, hold up, good. Didn't even wait for it to go through the uprights before I said that's good. And I lied. There is not 40 points. I don't know why I had it there. It's 35. I apologize. It's 35-8. I don't know why I had another touchdown mark. I apologize there, but Tigers up 35-8. Back after this on KOB.
Central Wyoming College has a new Bachelor of Applied Science degree in Early Childhood Education.
Being a teacher has always been a dream of mine.
This degree combines the academic, assessment, and classroom management content that students need to be successful in the classroom. Gain knowledge in how young children grow and develop physically and cognitively, and guide them to social and emotional development.
What I really like about the education program here at CWC is that we get a lot of classroom experience.
Make your way at CWC.
Stauffenberg runs from 19 yards out, scores a touchdown. And that is Brendan Stauffenberg's first rushing touchdown of the season for the Tigers, as the Tigers now 329 total yards on the game. As at the beginning, it looked like the Wolves had a little bit of momentum. As Weaver will kick it off and send it deep. It's going to go into the end zone and will not be catchable. It will be a touchback starting at the 20. So again, the Wolves are in a situation where they're starting QB again out for now. And we have a new quarterback. It's going to be Gomez coming in the game. So it looks like Kale will be on the side. Well, at least for right now, he's on the sideline. But Gomez comes in and he'll start his day as the quarterback. Spread offense here as Gomez is all alone. Here's the motion man. It's going to be a handoff there to Bracken, as Bracken's going to get around the corner, and he's going to have a nice carry for about 15. Give him 17 on the carry, as Bracken Miller for 17 yards will start the half right just like that. It'll be 1st and 10 now from the Wolves 37. The Wolves, that's their best play for now. Yeah, that's their longest play of the, or no, excuse me, I lied. Gomez had a 34-yard touchdown on the ground. Here's another play here run by Bracken. He's going to be tackled for -4. So Bracken Miller goes 17 yards and loses 4 on the next carry. And it will be now 2nd down and about 14 to go for the Wolves. At their 33 now. Second and 14 again. Live on KOV 1330 AM 107.7 FM. And now they're going to run. And here's a snap over their head. Gomez is going to fall. It's going to be recovered by, who's going to get it? Harris was there. It's a fumble. And Gabe Harris will get it. And now Gabe Harris is slow to get up. And that looks like to be a cramp. Yep, so Gabe Harris is down. Not what you want to see, but that could, usually when a player helps, it's just a cramp. They'll hopefully get that figured out as soon as possible. It'll be Tiger football. We'll see if... Jared, what do you got in the studio?
You all number one. All right, Wyatt, thank you. All number one Cody in Park County. They lead Riverton 49-0. Made it third quarter action. A couple other 3A scores of interest. We mentioned Jackson knocked off number 3 Douglas 17-9. In the third quarter, Worland is blanking number 4 Powell 21-0. Back to you in Green River.
And that's kind of maybe a shocker. As Jared, we want to thank Jared again right there, is Worland, who did not make the top 5 in the YO Prep Coach and Media Football Poll this week. They were just in the 6th position. And now we got a timeout taken by Lander. So here's an interesting thing. So we'll step aside. We'll talk a little bit more of what's happening around the state back after this.
Local. Try it on, save time and money on returns, and get advice in person at Bells & Bows. Our business is your best local source for quality clothing like Liverpool and keeping your look fresh every month with our new collections bag. These monthly collections bags feature anything you can imagine yourself in, and the best part is we will ship it everywhere. But if you live locally, we can drop it off right at your doorstep. Bells & Bows, your local solution to keeping you looking stylish for anything that comes your way. Stop in today at 309 East Main Street in Riverton or visit us online at bellsandbows.rocks.
Back on KOB 1338 on 107.7 FM, streaming online on our County 10 YouTube channel. So we get set here for another offensive drive by the Tigers. They got to recover on a turnover just over the head of Gomez. As the Tigers now 15 yards away from a potential another score. Again, I want to give a shout out to Madeline and Elizabeth for their camera work they're doing. They're doing an awesome job. We can't thank them enough. Here's Pasquinelli, bounces off his own man. Now he gets around, tries to do something, but maybe gets 1 yard on the carry. So Pasquinelli having a strong game right now. 12 carries for 101 yards. Not bad showing for him, averaging about 8.4 yards a carry. We'll see what happens here as Stauffenberg getting this play. As again, huge shout out. Awesome camera work. So we'll have the Lander Tigers at Powell, who is ranked number 4 right now, trailing 21-0 to Werland. As here's going to be a handoff. Weaver takes the carry. He's going to get some yardage, but not enough. It'll be about a gain of 4. So Weaver, right now, Matisse Weaver with 5 carries, 22 yards. And it will set up a 3rd and 5 to go. 6:14 to go as the Tigers look to start 1-0 this season over the Wolves. The Wolves trying to get their first win in 2 seasons. Stauffenberg pitch here to Weaver. He's going to try to go inside. And now he gets a first down. He's going to be a yard ahead of that. Gets 6 on the carry. So last 2 carries for Matisse Weaver, 10 yards and a 1st and goal for the Tigers. So we'll see what they do here. I mean, running game's worked out. The passing game has worked when needed as Stauffenberg has connected 7 for 7 today to get the score. 5:35 to go in quarter number 3. Approaching almost the 9 o'clock hour. And Stauffenberg will hand off here to Matisse Weaver, and will just be a little shy of the goal. He gets maybe about 2 as Pasquinelli comes back in, or excuse me. Pasquinelli in there right now, and everybody, Lander again. Most of this team is seniors. There's one freshman who's an offensive line. As, again, talking with head coach John Scott, that line is young as Stauffenberg going to hand it off here. Are they in? Maybe a yard short. As who had that carry? Was that Harris on the carry? It was. And it will be a carry of 1 for Gabe Harris as he's got 24 yards on the day on 3 carries. Averaging 8 yards a carry. 3rd and 1 for Lander. Everybody's close. And Stauffenberg going to try to sneak it in. Is he in? And they say touchdown Tigers. On a 1-yard QB sneak as Stauffenberg's got his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. It's 41-8 in favor of the Tigers, awaiting the PAT from Matisse Weaver. As Harris will snap it. As we got a false start. The field goal would have been good, but that is going to be a false start on the Tigers. That'll push them 5 yards back, but that shouldn't be too big of a deal as Matisse Weaver had almost a 41-yard field goal connection. This is just a little jump off the line. And we'll reset here, this time from 25 out. Again, if you're streaming on our Facebook, YouTube page, however you may be streaming on the radio, we want to thank you for tuning into this broadcast. So we get set here for the PAT. 4:18 to go. Snap. Stauffenberg's got to run it with it now. Now he's got to find somebody to throw it to. Here's a throw, and it's going to be incomplete. So the 1 point attempt that could have been 2 is no good. And it remains at a 41-8 game in favor of the Tigers. We'll step aside. 4:18 to go in quarter number 3. We'll be back after this.
John Shade, your Edward Jones financial advisor. Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement of our young athletes from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of the Lander Tigers on KOVE. Call John Shade or stop by my office at 824 West Main Street for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member.
Back here on KOVE 1330 AM 107.7 FM, streaming online at county10.com on our YouTube and Facebook page. However you may be tuning in again, thank you for tuning in today's broadcast. 41-8 after a 1-yard QB sneak by Brennan Stauffenberg, putting the Tigers up now 41-8. As Matisse Weaver sets up here and gets ready for his next kickoff here is... This leg's going to be well used today. I mean, scoring multiple touchdowns equals multiple kicks. From the 40, here's the kickoff. This one going to be maybe a little short. It is, and now you're going to see a return by the Wolves for the first time today, as it's going to be a taken down, and now we have the official's whistle on that. Skylar Lee takes the kickoff. A helmet comes off. So we'll see what this is about. The whistle was blown a little bit early, I thought, from what I heard. But I could be mistaken on that. Let's see what this is about. As now the refs are conferring on this one. Again, Cody up right now 49-0 over the Wolverines. For Fremont County action again. John Gabrielson on that call if you're one of those people that bounces around between streams. Also, again, we're streaming live on Facebook and on our YouTube channel, as we'll see what this is about. See what the update is. Well, regardless, they're still setting up at the 26-yard line. 1st and 10. Once again, it will be Gomez at the quarterback. Here comes Bracken. He'll take the handoff. He'll try to go end around. He can't do it. Cuts back inside. And there's going to be multiple Tigers getting there, as Bracken Miller gets maybe a yard, if not back to the line of scrimmages. Bracken Miller's kind of been doing all the duties here in this second half. 3 carries. He's got 14 yards after that. He had a 17-yard carry, then minus 4 carry, and then a 1-yard carry. .330 to go in quarter number 3. One receiver each side. Miller in motion. Here's the fake. Gomez going to take it himself. Gets maybe 2. Maybe a yard and a half. I'll mark him for 2, though. As Gomez, he's the leading rusher, but hasn't really got much of the carrying duties. Again, he's running the quarterback duties for this one. So he'll come in and get the play. It'll be 3rd and 7 at the Wolves 29, or excuse me, 29. Apologies. So this play taking a little bit longer. You got to wonder if the Wolves might go to the air. They really haven't done much in the air since Caleb and Kayla have attempted 3 passes combined. As we'll have Bracken in motion. Here's the fake. There you're going to see a pass made from Gomez. He's going to throw one. This one is up there. This one's intercepted by Evan Stevenson for the Lander Tigers. Nice job just being right there for the interception. As we take a look at that replay, it's a turnover for the Green River Wolves. As Gomez in this one pass has gotten one interception. And now the Tigers going to be back, start their next offensive series. See what they do here. Tiger football proudly brought to you by Wyoming Catholic College, sponsoring an academic spotlight every game. The college salutes all the students and LVHS staff at Lander Valley High School. Tires, thanks to Bailey Tire and Autos for sponsoring tonight's broadcast. Bailey Tire and Auto in Riverton Lander has a huge selection of every kind of tire you can think of. Check them out. Stick around for the Bailey Tire and Auto post-game show. Again, thanks to Bailey Tire and Auto. Here's a handoff. It's going to be a gain of about 3 from Pascanet. We're seeing Velardes come into the game, getting a carry, and now you got a timeout on the field. So we'll see Velardes get maybe a 3-yard carry on that play, and now you got a timeout on the field. It is now, hopefully this isn't serious either. We'll step aside for another timeout. We'll be back after this timeout.
Therapy Group has been a proud supporter of Wyoming athletics for more than 25 years. Locally owned by therapists, Fremont values commitment to professionalism and community. With specialized training and one-on-one service, they get you back to doing what you love. Whether you need rehab for an injury from a sports-certified specialist or therapy from the only certified hand therapist in Fremont County. With 6 locations in western Wyoming, they provide aquatic therapy, dry needling, and women's health therapy. To find out more about Fremont Therapy Group or schedule an appointment, go to fremonttherapy.com.
So good news, Gage Finley, was able to walk off on his own power. Gotta hope that's a cramp. You don't want to lose more players in the week 1 of the season. 2:03 to go in quarter number 3. We still got one more quarter to go. You're kind of maybe starting to see some of this second team. As here's going to be a handoff to Velardes. He'll get maybe 4. Yep, gets about 4. So Velardes getting some action here in week 1 as the Tigers again leading this one 41-8. So we'll see what the Tigers do here. Get as much experience as you can with everybody. And when you're in a situation like this, give some of your backups the opportunities. Obviously, you want to make sure the game is not in reach anymore, as again, we're only in the 3rd quarter. We still got 83 seconds to go in counting as Staffenberg lines up under center again. 2 receivers to the near side. Here's a handoff. This time, it's going to be taken there by Rowan, and he will get his first carry of the game. Now we're starting to fill up my stat sheet up here. And hopefully my stat sheet doesn't get filled up before the end of the game, where I'm not going to be able to keep everybody, but I will surely do my best to make it happen. Mark a couple of them off, but 1st and 10, 50 seconds to go. Staffenberg, here's a carry against, once again, it's Rowan. He's going to get maybe 3 on the carry. Got a 3-yard carry there. We had a 4-yard carry or 3-yard carry before them. So that might have been the last play of the quarter. And that's what they're going to do, is the Tigers will walk to the sideline, and they know they are one quarter away from going 0-1 this season. We're seeing the Wolves get ready for their fourth quarter action. We might see more of the backups as the quarter has ended. It's 41-8 after the end of 3. We'll step aside for one timeout before the quarter begins. We'll be back after this.
Hearing Center supports patient hearing health care with a superior standard of practice for our Wyoming families, and we are proud to sponsor sports and student athletes all across Fremont County. High Country Hearing Centers has been serving Wyoming's hearing health care needs since 1979. High Country Hearing Centers will always provide superior hearing instrument technology and standard of care practices to help you stay connected with family and help you maintain a more active and healthier Wyoming lifestyle. Make an appointment today in Lander at 1460 West Main or in Rock Springs at 514 Broadway.
Back here on KOV 1330 AM, 107.7 FM, streaming online at county10.com. As you might hear, one of the most iconic songs in sports, Sweet Caroline. I formation to start the fourth quarter. Velarde will take the football and get a good carry here as he continues to run with the football. Gets 5. Velarde having himself a good start to this one as he's got a 2-yard carry. So he's got a total of 7 right now. So you're kind of maybe slowly starting to see, again, some of that second team come in here as the Tigers on the verge of a 1-0 start to the season. 3rd and 3 at Green River's 29. Stauffenberg checks to the sideline as the countdown starts to go. Here's a handoff to Velarde as he will have the first. Gets the first down at the, what's it be, 25-yard line. So a gain of 4 on the carry. And it will be 1st and 10 at the 24. Under 11 to go. Again, 12-minute quarters in high school football. So make sure you guys stick around for the post-game show, Bailey Tire and Auto post-game show. And again, thanks to all of our sponsors for making sports here on KOVE possible and allowing us to hopefully begin something amazing with this video stream. As now we have backup quarterback come in as Brody Moffitt will have a timeout called as the Tigers take one. We'll take one with them. We'll be back after this timeout.
We are Maven. We focus on the fundamentals, clean, simple designs with the very best modern materials and technologies. We refuse to compromise our mountain town roots to follow the well-worn path to $1. We choose instead to make game-changing gear and use it in the places and pursuits that inspire us every day. We are Maven, a company focused on the design and creation of innovative products for and by the modern outdoorsman.
We're back here on KOVE 1330 AM 107.7 FM, streaming online at county10.com as Sweet Caroline continues to play here at Wolf Stadium in Green River, Wyoming for week 1 of the Class 3A Lander Valley Tigers versus Green River Wolves. Again, both teams getting week 1 experiences. You're really now starting to see this second team as Moffitt now going to be under center for the Tigers. Here's going to be a handoff to Rowan as he gets 3. So it'll be 2nd down for the Tigers. That's Rowan again. Oh, they're going to say 2-yard carry. I apologize. 2-yard carry. And we will have a 2nd down and 8 at the 22 of Green River. Is again, you can tune in every week of Lander Tiger football every Friday. We'll give you guys schedule updates. You can check out lookout right there, as that was a close call there, as Christian Baisley almost came in and tackled Rowan. Luckily, Rowan was able to take the carry and get some yardage on it. So huge save right there for the Tigers, but it's going to be 3rd and 8, so a gain of 0 there by Rowan. See what the Tigers do here. You got to wonder, too, if maybe you get an opportunity here to let Matisse kick another one, as now you got the timer going. Offset eye. Moffitt loses the football. He'll get right on top of it. And now he gets the football. It's 4th down. And now maybe a chance here for Matisse Weaver to put one through the uprights. This one from 40 yards out. As kind of right in the middle of the hashes, so not a bad spot. We'll see what they do here. Snap, hold, kick is up. This one is good. Nice kick there by Matisse Weaver to put the PAT up. And a field goal once again good. And that is 44 now to 8. As we take a look at that replay, here's the wide shot. That kick is just a little bit, but again, huge kick there from Matisse Weaver, as the Lander Tigers are now up 44-8. And if you're wondering if some of you guys maybe are questioning mercy rule, maybe coming into it, the mercy rule is 40 points or more, and the clock would just continue to run from then. But the score is not 40 or more, so that will be how things are set there, as we will get set here for the next start. Here is, we'll see what Jared Anderson's got up.
Final in Cody with the number 1 ranked Bronx shutting out the Riverton Wolverines at 49-0. So RHS starts the year 0-1. And how about the Wyoming Indian Chiefs tonight? The Chiefs pick up a 40-6 victory against Guernsey Sunrise. Back to you, Wyatt, in Green River.
So Wyoming Indian getting a win. It's always good to see that happen here in this one. As here's the kick. This one going to be caught in the end zone, and they're going to say touchback. That will be starting at the 20-yard line. So let's see what Green River brings out. Got to wonder now, safety definitely in question for the Tigers, or for both teams, really. Gotta make note of the Matisse 40-yard field goal. Get set here for the next drive. And we'll see Kale back in at quarterback for the for the Wolves. We'll eventually get my teams correct here. Under center, here's a motion man. Here's the snap, pitch. It's going to be going end around, and it will be a tackle for maybe a yard. These new players for the for the Green River Wolves coming into play now, getting some opportunities. As that carry there by Adrian Ruse for a 1-yard carry. Will be second down and 9 to go. Green River, 130 total yards. You would think it would be a lot more after their start they had. Compare that to Lander's 364 total yards. I formation, 2 receivers, far side. Here's a handoff right up the middle. As there's going to be a nice carry right there for the Wolves, as that's been their best run, I think, of the half. As trying to give credit to where credit is due, give it to James Hartman. What a carry, as you can hear a little bit of that band. As Hartman gets his first carry of the season, gets a first down, gets 10 on the carry. 1st and 10 at the 31 of Green River with 7 to go in change. Wyoming Cowboys at home tomorrow. You can listen to that game on KOVE, 1330 AM, 107.7 FM. Also listen to the game live at county10.com. Also, Airfield. Eric Pauley, voice of the Green River Wolves. On the sideline reporter for the Cowboys, talked with him about it. He said it was emotional to get back there for the Cowboys. I mean, he can tell you more about it and his experience, and huge shout out to him to do the voice of the Wolves, do Cowboy sideline reporting for Lairfield. As here's a motion man, here's Hardman, he's going to stop, and now you got to jump, and I believe this is going to be on the Tigers on the offsides. Yep, they're going to say offside Tigers, so 5 free yards for the Tigers, and not many penalties for the Tigers in this one. Two, if I'm not mistaken, 2 penalties. As the Wolves at the 43, handoff. As that's going to be taken down as Hartman maybe loses a yard. And it will be a -1, maybe a half-yard, I believe, on that. As the band's starting to get a little bit rowdy. This Green River will have to look at next week. Tigers again on the road one more time before 5 straight games in Fremont County, including Riverton versus Lander. That's a big game, and we'll have that action, me and John, on the call. As here's a snap from Kale. He'll throw it, and there is a drop pass intended there for Christian Lee. And it will be now third and 11. So they do rule it a -1. As you're starting to see that second team defense out there. With 5:57 to go, make sure you guys stick around for the post-game show. We'll try to get an interview with Coach John Scott. Game wrapped up in Riverton. They fall to Cody. #1 ranked team, the defending champions. This Kale's going to launch one, as that one's going to be deflected there by the Tigers. Yes, good play there. Deflection on the play. It'll bring up 4th and 11. Most likely a punt scenario for the Lander Tigers. It's making that play there. Whereas Mofat, they're going to go for this. In the eye. Here's the snap. Green River maybe trying to look something. Here's the pass. There is a completion for the Wolves as Ruiz gets close, but I think that's possibly a turnover, or is it a first down? This is going to be close. We'll see. And maybe gotta look at the chain game. What do we see here? They're gonna say turnover. So the completion's good from Kale to Ruiz. That was a 10-yard completion. That's the first completion of the game for Green River. Wasn't able to get the first down, however, as we got 5:43 to go. You probably see the Tigers maybe use this clock a little bit. And we'll have action next week for you guys. They'll be at Powell, home against Evanston. So the next two upcoming games, conference play starts after Evanston. Again, one of those next 5 games in Fremont County include 4 home games and a road trip 24 miles from Lander. I formation, 1 receiver each side, as Rowan's going to take the fullback dive. Gets maybe 4, possibly 5. Say about 4-yard carry there from Rowan. As Rowan, 5 carries in this one for 13 yards. Tigers have put up 201 yards rushing, 167 yards passing. As Brendan Stauffenberg completed 7 of 7 today. That's all he needed for 167 yards. Under 5 to go. Bofi under center. Takes the snap. Here's the handoff. Looks to be Velardes for the carry. It is. Velardes gets maybe 4. Actually, give him 3 on that one. Velardes 4 carries, 14 yards on the day. Third and maybe 3 at the 44 of Green River. And I'm really curious to know, how far could Batiste Weaver kick the football? He's a good kicker. Here's a fullback dive. They're not going to get the first. They're going to get right there, but that's a carry of 1. Looks to be Rowan again for the carry. It'll be 4th down and 1. Fourth and 1. Let's see what they do. They're going to go for it, I think. They're lying. They're doing it like they're going to. They're calling it like they're going for it. Excuse me. Again, make sure you stick around for the Bailey Tire and Auto post-game shows. We got a flag. This is going to go against the Tigers. It's going to be a false start, 5-yard penalty. And now what do? You want to let your second team get some experience and maybe do it, or what do you got going here? I think they're going to punt it away. Probably the right call. Again, after seeing a couple of Wolves players get injured, you want to be aware of the safety. Make sure your team is available because, again, Landers got players, but, again, you don't want to have to go in and go deep in your depth chart, especially after today's performances. There's the snap. Weaver will punt it. It's going to be a kind of a backwards punt as it bounces at the 30, goes to the 35, and you just pick it up right there from Glick. And we got under 3 to go. We'll keep it here for you guys. Once again, thank you to Porter Supply Company for Riverton for sponsoring our broadcast today. Porter's reminds you that the winter is right around the corner. I'm telling you, it's going to happen. Make sure you prep your wood, gas, or pellet stoves for the season. They got everything you need, from new installs to supplies and accessories. Porter's on North Federal in Riverton and online at portersmbs.com. 2:55 to go for the Wolves. And on a high note, as you're going to have to go into next week and see what to do here, as Kale's going to take the snap, going to roll out to his right. He's going to launch one, as that one is almost caught. The intended receiver was James, and was just not able to get it. That was a nice pass, too. It was a really nice pass. .247 to go. Clock is stopped. Again, the clock will not probably go continuous. There will not be a running clock, excuse me. The remainder of this game, again, that 40-point rule has got to be in effect. As here's a carry, nice carry there for the Wolves. That's James. As I apologize, Christian Lee was the intended receiver on that last one, that carry for about 4. James, excuse me again. 4-yard carry. 2:10 to go. High formation as the Wolverines are going to go 1-0 in dominating fashion. As here's a play fake. Kale going to take it himself, goes out to the sideline. Thought you had to throw a shot there, and now you got just some frustration. As you got Lander players telling each other, just back off, guys. Not necessary. 1:54 to go. That's a first down on a carry. That's a 7-yard carry for a first down. We're at the 47 now. 1:54 to go. 44-8 on your Fremont Therapy scoreboard. There's the snap. Here's the throw. This one's going to be complete. And now you got that's Christian Lee, who gets a 15-yard carry, 16-yard completion from Kales to Christian, And that's a first down. Fourth quarter, make sure again, stick around for the Bailey Tire and Auto post-game show. As here's the snap, here's the pass. This one just a little incomplete. And that will be second down and 10. Again, huge shout out to Madeline Elizabeth for their camera help today. Can't thank them enough for the work they're doing here. Second and 10 with 89 seconds to go. It's 1:29 to go. 44-8 on your Fremont Therapy scoreboard. Gale under center again on the offset eye. Here's a misdirection play. Here's going to be missed tackle right there. This carry going to get some he's going to keep breaking tackles and does a somersault. Give credit there to James for that carry. Wow, just taking it. James Herwalt, on the carry. A carry got him for 18 yards. Could be wrong again, unofficially. As there's the snap, here's the throw. This one's going to be caught, and touchdown Green River on the passing completion. There's the first passing touchdown. That was from Kale. Kale to McCannon on the play. That was a 17-yard touchdown completion. And it's touchdown for the Green River Wolves, as we will have The PAT as fireworks shoot off here. And plays 1:04 to go. It's a way to end on a high note as they're going to do a 2-point conversion. Kale's got plenty of room. Here's the throw, and it's going to be caught for the 2 points. And it's now 44-16 with 64 seconds to go. We'll step aside for a timeout. We'll be back right after this on KOV 1330 AM 107.7 FM.
Medical Clinic and Western Family Care are happy to introduce their newest provider, psychiatrist Dr. John Bates. Born and raised in Eastern Oregon, Dr. Bates spent 4 years in the Marines, became a registered nurse, and then on to medical school with his residency in psychiatry. He's been in private practice since 2006. Dr. Bates is now accepting new patients. Call to schedule your appointment with the Lander Medical Clinic East at 332-1551 or visit the website at landermedicalclinic.com.
107.7 FM, streaming online at our County 10 YouTube channel and Facebook page as Green River puts up a score 17 yards out from Kale to Alex. And now the Tigers will just run this clock out. There'll be some Fremont County action tomorrow. Green River will go 0-1 in the season. Well, that's a good way to end this game. They're going to set up for an onside. Gomez is going to line up maybe for one, as Lander is expecting it. Again, the number 4 team in the YO Prep coaching media poll, Powell, was trailing Worland moments ago, 21-0. Worland not ranked in those rankings as there is a kick, and this is going to be booted. And now you got to pick it up as Joel Beaver will just fall on a good call right there by Joel Beaver on that one. Look at some updates here in Class 3A. Jackson upsets Douglas 17-9. Worland upsets number 4 Powell 28-7. So theoretically 2 upsets to start the season. How about that? Level defeats Bighorn 14-7. Lincoln Fort Laramie defeated St. Stephen's 70-0. Wyoming Indian beat Guernsey Sunrise 40-0. And again, DuBois plays tomorrow as Rollins goes 1-0 to start their season, winning 39-6 over the Pinedale Wranglers. As Stauffenberg now going to line up in victory formation. There's the knee. And one more will do it. 60 seconds to go. Again, stick around for the Bailey and Auto, or Bailey Tire and Auto post-game show. As the Tigers just kind of waiting for the clock to, or the official to give them the count. Under 37 seconds to go. Stauffenberg, and almost a false start there, but that should do it here in Green River as the Lander Tigers will win with a final of 44-16 as the Tigers just double checking, making sure they got to do one more kneel. What a great game to start off the 2022 season. Again, a rough start in that first quarter. And the Tigers kind of redeeming themselves after that first quarter kind of struggle, it felt like. Green River kind of figured them out as the clock has expired, and that will do it here in Green River, Wyoming. Your Tigers win 44-16. Bailey Tire and Auto post-game show coming up. We'll hope to get an interview with Coach Scott. We'll step aside for a timeout. Back after this.
Central Wyoming College has a new Bachelor of Applied Science degree in Early Childhood Education.
Being a teacher has always been a dream of mine.
This degree combines the academic, assessment, and classroom management content that students need to be successful in the classroom. Gain knowledge in how young children grow and develop physically and cognitively, and guide them to social and emotional development.
What I really like about the education program here at CWC is that we get a lot of classroom experience.
Make your way at CWC.
Tires, tires, and more tires. Bailey Tire and Auto Service offers a huge selection, great prices, and fantastic service.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, this is Haley. With over 13,000 tires to choose, Bailey has tires for your ATV, farm implement, car, truck, trailer, semi, lawnmower, wheelbarrow, you name it. If it has a tire, Bailey Tire and Auto Service can fix it or replace it. Bailey Tire and Auto Service is your one-stop complete tire and service shop. Just remember, with Bailey's, there's no tricks, just tires.
Baldwin Creek Rental Service in Lander is a proud supporter of sports and athletics here in Fremont County. Baldwin Creek Rental Center understands how expensive specific equipment can be, especially if it is for a one-time use or event. That is why they offer tools, equipment, and party supply rentals. For many years, Baldwin Creek has provided services to clients in Lander and the surrounding areas. From lawn and garden projects to graduation parties, they have the right equipment for you. Baldwin Creek Rental Centers, 675 Baldwin Creek Road in Lander. Fremont Therapy Group has been a proud supporter of Wyoming athletics for more than 25 years. Locally owned by therapists, Fremont values commitment to professionalism and community. With specialized training and one-on-one service, they get you back to doing what you love. Whether you need rehab for an injury from a sports-certified specialist or therapy from the only certified hand therapist in Fremont County. With 6 locations in western Wyoming, they provide aquatic therapy, dry needling, and women's health therapy. To find out more about Fremont Therapy Group or schedule an appointment, go to fremonttherapy.com.
The Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care are happy to introduce their newest provider, psychiatrist Dr. John Bates. Born and raised in Eastern Oregon, Dr. Bates spent 4 years in the Marines, became a registered nurse, and then on to medical school with his residency in psychiatry. He's been in private practice since 2006. Dr. Bates is now accepting new patients. Call to schedule your appointment with the Lander Medical Clinic East at 332-1551 or visit the website at landermedicalclinic.com.
Gambles in Lander is a proud sponsor of the student athletes and athletic programs all across Fremont County. With new items arriving daily, it's a good time to check into Myers Gambles for all of the best items for your home. Shane, Alicia, and crew will help you find exactly what you're looking for. And chances are, it's in stock today. Delivery is available in Riverton and Lander. Turn around and shop in town. Myers Gambles, 420 Main in Lander. Turn around and shop in town.
Perfect Power is a proud supporter of athletics and student athletes all across Fremont County. Perfect Power provides services for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. Darren Hubble, owner and master electrician, has over 30 years of electrical experience. Darren's trustworthy team of professionals can get the job done right. Perfect Power, serving Fremont County and surrounding areas. Stop into 1320 West Main Street, Lander, or give them a call at 307-332-7184.
We are Maven. We focus on the fundamentals, clean, simple designs with the very best modern materials and technologies. We refuse to compromise our mountain town roots to follow the well-worn path to $1. We choose instead to make game-changing gear and use it in the places and pursuits that inspire us every day. We are Maven, a company focused on the design and creation of innovative products for and by the modern outdoorsman.
Palace Pharmacy of Lander is proud to be this year's starting lineup sponsor and supports athletics all across Fremont County. Palace Pharmacy in Lander is locally owned and locally loved. Palace Pharmacy combines high-quality products with personalized care. They strive to help you reach your health and wellness goals. Stop into Palace Pharmacy, 1255 Main Street, Lander, or see them online at palacepharmacywy.com.
Porter's Supply Company in Riverton is proud to sponsor sports and student athletes here in Fremont County. Start your game day off right with the Porter's pregame show and get ready for action. Porter's has everything you need to heat your home this winter with the best selection of wood, gas, or pellet stoves. Good luck to all Fremont County teams from Porter's Supply Company. See Porter's Supply on North Federal in Riverton and online at portersmvs.com.
RE/MAX All-Star Realtors are proud to sponsor sports across Fremont County for the 22-23 season. RE/MAX All-Star Realtors was founded in 1991 with the goal of doing real estate in a way that would make our clients' lives as easy and uninterrupted as possible. They've completed many transactions involving residential, commercial, vacant lots, farm and ranch, and investment properties, and can help you with any goal you might have regarding any of these today. RE/MAX All-Star Realtors, 938 West Main Street, Riverton. See them online at remaxriverton.com.
And we're back here on KOVE 1330 AM 1077 FM, streaming online at county10.com as the Lander Tigers get a 44-16 victory. I'm here with head coach John Scott. And coach, just initial thoughts of the game. I know I want to get into a little bit more details, but just initial thoughts.
Again, great energy. I think we adjusted after those first couple series. We were a little off on our angles. And, that's that transition from in practice when you're seeing your scout team guys, which for us, a lot of freshmen, sophomores, and then you get into a varsity game and it's like, ooh, and that changes. And so I think once we adapted and got to that, and then Coach Rounds got a real good beat on what they were doing and put our guys in a great position defensively. I don't know if you know, but we had some bus trouble coming over and got stranded up on there. And I thought really the way we handled that to be audible, ready to adjust our warm-up, our arrival time and everything, said a lot about the maturity of one of the good things about having 10 seniors and 10 seniors that we've really kind of set the tone. And I thought handling that really gave us a great start to the game.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that, but
well, we know where everybody's camping for Labor Day up on top there.
Yeah.
We walked back in the trees and it got, but it, again, I thought that was a big part of it. And then, then offensively, we had good protection on Brennan. He made great decisions, and our backs and receivers made some great plays.
Yeah, I was going to say, Brennan, 7 for 7 I had him, and I might be wrong, but for 167 yards, he had multiple touchdowns in the game. But I want to talk about the fullback dive that Green River was running. You were talking about that adjustment because, that was all they were doing, and they were getting success on it. And then
and Coach Rounds, made an adjustment to change the shade of our inside tackles, and we're just rotating 3 tackles in there, and one's a freshman and one's a sophomore, and Jesse Dollard's a senior, and so they kept him fresh. And we just changed some angles and forced them to take that dive a little bit wider. And then anything that spills to the edge, well, then you've got Gabe and Matisse waiting there. And they are the chaos guys off that edge. And I thought, that our outside backers, Rope and Jack, really did a nice job of forcing the ball when it comes to them back to the inside. And that's where you want to, you put it. And so, they got shorthanded a little bit when they lost their quarterback and really had to adapt to some different stuff that we didn't see. And I thought we kept an edge all the way through.
Yeah, and hopefully he's all right and everything like that. He was out for a while, but hopefully he's okay. But, Coach, I asked you a question. I'm not going to ask you that, but what does this do for the team now for next week? Because it's not going to get any easier after this.
Well, the resiliency of these kids, man, goodness. They're all hungry right now. I just said one word, Powell. Powell's had our number, and we're going up there. That's all I can say, and we've got a Labor Day weekend. We've got an optional practice on Monday evening, and so it's like by Monday, you hope that some of this resonates and stays with it, and that we can have something productive, Monday, and then have a solid week against a team that is going to line up in double tight eye and test these same same avenues, that Green River did early on, and then they'll throw a lot better play action and some passing out of it. And then, so it's a heck of a challenge for us this week. But, again, I thought we adapted well to a big team and a team that really wanted to, strike downhill at us. And I thought we handled that. I thought our pass protection was solid. Brennan had time. He did a good job of spreading the ball around. That's what we got to continue to build on this week as we prepare to go to Powell, one more long road trip.
Yeah, I was going to mention the special teams too. We only got to see Matisse.
The kickoffs are just really an awesome thing for us because we do sub down on that. And then if it hangs up and they get a chance to return it, you got to make sure you're just not caught off guard because. I kick it in the end zone. Kick it in the end zone. Well, the one time he doesn't, you're caught off guard. And we just got to keep that edge with some young kids that get a chance to get out on the field and fire their way all the way down, and that's a great thing for them. We got a field goal. We mishandled a snap. We didn't execute a fire call very well, and they muffed their first PAT, and we went chaos. We went brain, and lost leverage and let a kid pick the ball up and so those are definitely things that we'll clean up on our end.
Yeah, and we hope to see good results next week as you take on the Powell Panthers. Coach, I can't thank you enough for being here on the Bailey Pit Stop Travel Center post-game show, and I wish you best of luck next week, and we'll talk before then.
Well, thank you, and I want to say hi out to all my girls out in Gillette and out in Las Vegas and my grandkids, and they're all watching, and my wife's down there, so I got to go home and see what she left me in the fridge.
Perfect, yeah, and obviously we have it on video stream. But, Coach, thank you again, and
alrighty,
we'll talk next week.
Thanks, Guy. Thanks, Wyatt.
And we'll be right back here on KOVE.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Lander Community supports the Lander Valley High School Tigers, and Altitude Interiors on Main Street is no exception. Altitude Interiors is Lander's expert in flooring, window coverings, cabinets, and more. The inside of your home is like a team jersey. Every so often, you just need a redesign. The team at Altitude has the best playbook in town and can help you with your projects from start to finish and make sure you get the look and feel of your dreams. Altitude Interiors supports Tiger football, and they're here for you too at 333 Main in Lander.
Bailey Tire and Auto post-game show is, again, huge thanks to Coach Scott for taking time being here. And, again, he's got a long road trip coming back. And, however you guys may tune in, video, radio, Facebook, YouTube, thank you guys. I really appreciate it. And, it's awesome to see people enjoying what we put out there for you guys. And so let's just go drive by drive here. Just how the scoring ended up the way it is. If you can see the score right below right there. Let's see. Lander started off the game with a 5-play drive that went for 28 yards after a touchdown connection from Brendan Stauffenberg to Gabe Harris. Green River would get an 8-play drive that was a run by Gomez to score. Lander would have a 96-yard drive. They would start from their own 2, get to the other 2. Unfortunately, a fumble would happen. That turnover did not result in any points also, so that was a huge thing for the Tigers defense to make that kind of stop. The Tigers then would connect on a 3-play drive for 45 yards. A 14-yard touchdown pass was made by Brendan Stauffenberg. A 2-play drive to end the half from 35 yards out. A 30-yard touchdown pass from Brendan Stauffenberg to Gabe Harris. Lander would take a turnover, snap over the head, and Brendan would score on a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Lander would have a 40-yard field goal made by Matisse Weaver. He has a heck of a leg. Hopefully we can see maybe a little bit longer field goals because, the field goal he had could have been easily from 45 out, at least from my view. And we're here in a good view here in Green River, Wyoming is. Unfortunately, the daylight is gone, but the view here at Green River is phenomenal. It really, really is. And then Green River would connect on a 17-yard touchdown pass from Kale to Axel. Is hopefully I see that name correctly. Axel is the receiver on the touchdown pass, the only touchdown pass of the day. So let's take a look at some of the stats here, player by player. Our Lander medical player of the game, we can really give this to anybody. I'm going to give it to Jack Pescanelli, who got 101 yards on the ground. Brendan Stoff. There's so many. I really can't pick one if I'm going to be completely honest with you. Brendan Stauffenberg, 7 for 7 for 167 yards, 3 touchdowns. Jack Pescanelli rushed for 12 carries, 101 yards. Matisse Weaver, 7 carries for 30 yards. Gabe Harris, 3 carries for 24 yards. Brendan Stauffenberg, would have 4 carries for 29 yards, all in the second half. You would have Rowan get 14 yards. You got Velardes getting 14 yards. Here's the receiving, 2 for 51 for Matisse Weaver with a touchdown. Gabe Harris, 4 for 76 with 2 touchdowns. I think I have him for 3, but I believe it is 2. Again, unofficial stats. We'll get those official stats to you guys on the day. And then Joel Beaver gets one from 40 yards out with a nice connection there from Brendan Stauffenberg to Joel Beaver. That is how everything worked out for the Lander Tigers in this one. So next week, we are in Powell for the Powell versus Lander Valley High School in Powell. Powell was upset by Worland, the number 4 team ranked in the Wild Prep Wyoming coaches in media poll. So Powell falling to Worland, I believe, with the final 28-7, if I'm not mistaken. But don't count Powell out. They played phenomenal against Riverton. I got to see that game, and Powell's not going to be an easy challenge. They never are, and they never will, it feels like. But that is how next week is going to go. We'll have that action live on KOVE 1330 AM, 107.7 FM, also online at county10.com. For Jared Anderson at the studio and for County 10, I'm Wyatt Barichka. This has been a presentation of County 10 Sports of Lander Valley High School coverage on KOVE 1330 AM, 107.7 FM. Have a great evening. If you're driving around, make sure you guys are driving safe, like Shireen Jerez says from 105.1 Jack FM. 2 hands on the wheel, eyes on the road. This has been a presentation of Lander Valley High School Sports.